Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are here. This is your two favorite hills, and I'll be here shooting the
Yeah,
shit
with you.
like we like to do at least once a week. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie. I'm just gonna start saying once a week. 'Cause the operative day is Tuesday, but yeah, sometimes it works out for it to be on Wednesday. Sometimes it works out for it on Saturday. Then I think we done went live damn near every day of the week except Monday.
It wouldn't have worked if we would have went Saturday because the Royal Rumble is too damn early on Saturday.
Yeah. Facts. And I've got some football commitments on Saturday, so I'll
And I
be
got I got some stuff going on tomorrow, possibly. So you know,
yeah.
so
So
but
I know conspicuous by his absence, the beard, but he'll be in, man. Our boy just running a little late. He'll be in. He'll tap in with us. Yes, sir. But
Charlie,
what's what's been going on, man? How was your week? Well, I say how was your week? It was just the other day we went live. So how was your last couple days?
I mean, it's still icy in some spots around here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Kids have been out because I guess the buses are, you know, it's a little too dangerous for the buses to travel down some roads,
Makes
and
sense. Makes sense.
so they put the kids just out, But
Yeah, safety first.
I almost got stuck on a piece of ice today, man.
Oh
I,
no.
I no bullshit, man. They had one of my main areas blocked off. They were doing some road work,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't get through there, so I had to go park somewhere else. And I didn't realize it until I stopped that I parked on a damn sheet of ice. So as soon as I went to move my truck, it was so
Oh no.
finally I just had to back up until I got to a dry spot, and then I fucking gunned it. Shit was crazy. My tires were just spinning and burning, bro.
Man, not spinning and
Telling you.
burning.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, dog, that shit was smoking. I'm telling you, because I was trying my best to get the fuck out of there, but it is what it is. Like yesterday, they didn't let us start till 9,
Mm-hmm.
so I knew I was doomed for yesterday. And besides, your ass was tired and fell asleep. So
Oh
hey, look,
yeah,
you know
man.
what? You needed it. You needed it. So I ain't even gonna trip.
Man, I crashed. Man.
It's
I
all
needed
good.
that. Those
It's all good.
those
I
si-
was tired. I was tired yesterday after the long day. So
those 16 hours and then 8 hour turnarounds. Oh my goodness.
yeah, you said you worked what, like 32 hours in two
In
days?
2 days, yes.
Yeah, you need some. You need yeah.
Yeah, man. Master got me working. But
I mean, them checks gonna be nice, but
yeah. But the work that went into them. But there's a couple things to talk about. Then I got my favorite segment of the week that I know some people are just dying to hear. I know it. I know it.
oh
Now,
yeah,
we got some Monday Night Raw to talk about, and we got to get those Rumble predictions in.
final
Yes,
rumble
sir.
predictions.
Yes, sir. So, where do you want to start?
Well, first things first, I gotta get into the right frame of mind. So, all right. Let's start with Raw
Mhm.
because I think they want us to think that, or want us to believe that Finn Balor is winning the Royal Rumble,
Mhm.
but I still don't. I don't think he's gonna win the Rumble.
Gotta look strong, pal.
Got to admit the way he interfered at the end was pretty cool, you know.
I mean,
But
uh, It goes true to the WWE formula. I mean, a match of that magnitude for the first time, they're rarely, if ever, gonna give it away for free on television without some type of fuck finish.
So now the question remains: are we going to get an actual match between CM Punk and AJ Styles?
No.
And if your answer is yes, how do we get there?
Well, first you got to find somebody with an answer of yes.
So your answer still, you still think Gunther's gonna?
Choke them out, put them down.
Well, you know the WWE did file for a trademark the other day of career killer.
You know what? Can't do Legend Killer. That's already been done. Because
Yeah,
had Randy Orton not done Legend Killer, oh yeah, that would have been one.
they filed for the trademark of career killer. So that's probably going to Gunther. That's more than
Yeah.
likely going to go to Gunther.
Nah,
So how
I
can we
do. Go
not?
ahead.
How can we not ever get to see AJ Styles versus CM Punk?
Matter of timing. I mean, the match have been done. It's just been done on the Indies.
I understand that.
Just haven't been done in the WWE ring.
Well,
I mean, it just goes on that pile of other matches of what could have been. It's just a matter of timing because had Punk not came back in AEW in 2021 and he came back in the WWE in 2021, oh yeah, this match would have been done. Signed, sealed, delivered.
somehow, some way, I think AJ is gonna survive this and go on to WrestleMania. I don't know why. It's just a feeling I have, I guess. I
Is
don't
it
know
more of a that's
how.
what you want or that's the
No,
way things shaping up to be?
it's what I think may end up happening. I'm
Okay.
not saying that's what I want. Um,
Now talk your talk.
I just I don't know, for some reason I don't feel like, just like I didn't feel like John Cena needed to go out on Saturday night's main event, I don't feel that AJ Styles, well, I mean, it is the Royal Rumble, it is a major, but I kind of feel like AJ Styles going out should probably be WrestleMania, but there is history with the Royal Rumble. He debuted at the Royal Rumble. He won his first title at the Royal Rumble.
Hmm. Hmm.
So maybe it's
Hmm.
only fitting that he goes out at the Royal Rumble, and uh, maybe that's what old Paul is cooking up for us. You know, he's, you know, putting it that way. You know, it hasn't been mentioned.
Hmm.
It hasn't been mentioned at all. Like on
Hmm.
TV, it has not been mentioned. It's only been mentioned on this show by you and now by me, but it has not been mentioned on TV. Usually they kind of bring stuff like that up, but they haven't done it with this. So I'm curious. Maybe, oh shit, I'm sorry. Maybe the show, maybe during the show they might bring it up, but uh, I mean the smart money says Gunther is going to put him down. All right,
Hmm.
I mean
I mean,
100,
there's a method to the madness.
but you know, what if he survives somehow and lives to fight on to WrestleMania?
And face who?
Maybe you get the actual match with him and Punk. I don't know.
Okay. This what I see. AJ, we're trying to just limit AJ Styles to just the microcosm of the WWE. but that's not AJ Styles.
No, AJ Styles is TNA.
Yes, for sure, but he's a nationwide. He's a international name, considering he wrestled in New Japan, Ring of Honor, et cetera, et cetera. Now, what I can see, AJ Styles loses this match because that's the end of his WWE run. He can still like he's saying 2026 is the end of AJ Styles. But I'm thinking he's gonna go the year, just not in the WWE. His contract is up in February. I mean, because now I'm asking you, like, even if we put him at Mania, what match is he gonna have? With who? I mean, we're already here. Like, they literally booked it to where there's literally no other outcome that could make it remote sense except Gunther choking him out and putting him down.
So
And
are
them
you
giving us Punk and AJ is them basically saying, hey, we gave you something versus we gave you nothing.
so are you saying AJ goes back to TNA?
I think he goes on a world tour, like a literal world tour. So
Well, he
he can
can't go to
sign like
Ring.
a
He can't go back to Ring of Honor because Tony Khan owns that.
why he can't his contract is up in February. He's not getting fired. His contract is up.
I
He's a
understand
free
that, but
agent.
like Tony Khan is not going to want to sign him short
I
term.
don't I don't think you know Tony Khan there. See, what is this is the one time Tony Khan gets to do what he does best and it makes sense. This is the time you hot shot the fuck out the territory. He's only here for a short period of time. So you could get him a match against Omega. You could give him a match against Takeshi or whatever. Like you could give him those matches. And it's gonna sell tickets. And he can do 3 months there, then do 3 months in New Japan, and then circle it back and end it all in TNA. Now, 2026, and look at the words he used in his promo. Why can't 2026 be the year of AJ Styles? I'm sure that's not gonna be. I'm sure that he's not gonna say that and mean, okay, boom, February, I'm done. Or even if we extend to WrestleMania, I'm done. That's not the year of AJ Styles. That's just the season of AJ Styles. I mean, it makes sense.
It does actually. That's a very good point, honestly.
And that's where I see his retirement going. Like he go do a quick stint and AEW. I mean, whatever shit at this point, and go do a short stint in New Japan, and then when it's all done, you circle it back home to TNA. And I forgot what they December pay per view is. I don't know if that's Bound for Glory or what, or Slammiversary or whatever the fuck. But he ends it all in TNA the way he started. Now, who he faces in TNA, now that's a different question. But yeah, because he even said in this promo, there's a locker rooms around the world where people want to wrestle AJ Styles. Nah, facts. And AJ, some argue that AJ Styles' best work was in New Japan. I mean, because don't you feel like this retirement, whatever, with WWE just feel a little bit rushed? They gave you Nakamura, they gave you Punk, they gave you Cena, but that was by proxy with the whole retirement of Cena though. But it all still aligns though. It's one more match I'm forgetting. Oh, now they're giving you Gunther. So
Okay,
yes indeed.
we
Oh, I think
did.
she talked to me.
Yeah, we did.
Yes indeed.
Well, I did. I don't know about him, but
Yes indeed.
that
Yes
actually
indeed.
that actually makes a lot of sense. That actually makes a lot of sense. I Damn, I didn't even think
I,
about that.
I'd rather that than it just being done. Even if we're talking about extending you to WrestleMania, that's only a month.
Yeah, 2 months, 3 months.
Uh, beginning of February, beginning of April, well, end of April. Yeah, a little less than 2 months. So I mean, well, really, well, yeah, it's up wait. He said it's up in February or the end of February.
He said it's in February.
Oh
Most of the
shit, it'll be
time, most of the time, people's contracts are at the beginning of the year or the beginning of the month.
yeah. In fact, that makes way more sense. Beginning of the
Most
month.
of the time, most of the time, yes. Just about everybody I've ever heard. Most of the time, when it's a certain month, it's usually the first of that month. Some people have their contract expire after WrestleMania.
That's who the bruh. That's the other match I'm thinking of. Samoa Joe. It's right there.
That's AEW.
It's right there for the taking. And 3 months. There go Wesley.
With Wes.
There you go. We're talking
Need
about AJ Styles, man. Like, what do you think about what do you we're Rumble? Well, we're kind of splicing in Rumble predictions at the same time, but we was talking about Raw, but it kind of led to AJ Styles talk. Like, where we see his retirement
go
going.
ahead and go ahead and since he just got here, go ahead and repeat what you just said. Not all of it,
I
like
s-
not in detail, but just kind of.
yeah, I'll sum it up. Like, basically, what I was saying was, I can see AJ Styles when his contract is up. I see. Okay, I see him losing to Gunther. I mean, we pretty much backed ourselves into a corner to get to that finish. There's literally no other logical finish that we can come out of with this. Okay. Now, with that being said, with his promo this past week, he was saying there's locker rooms around the world with people that want to wrestle AJ Styles. And why can't the year 2026 be the year of AJ Styles? Now, I don't see him saying that just for his career to be over in February or even April, whenever WrestleMania is, where his contract is up in February. He can sign a short contract with AEW, 90 days or whatever, where Tony Khan can do what he does best, which is hot shot the territory. Now we can get Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Kenny Omega, Samoa Joe, and MJF, or whoever the fuck you want to put in that third match. And then he can go sign one with New Japan where he can go get all the New Japan stars because he actually made a career for himself in New Japan. And he can circle it back home to finish it up in TNA with whatever their December pay per view is. I don't know if that's Bound for Glory or Slammiversary, but whatever one that is. Boom. And now we get the proper retirement of AJ Styles. It just sounds like he goes on a world tour because he's more than WWE. And that's where his WWE career started at the Royal Rumble. And he won his first WWE championship in Saudi Arabia, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that, but I know it wasn't in America. It was overseas. So why not? And he's wrestling the best wrestler, arguably, on the entire in the entire company.
Ooh,
I mean,
yeah,
you can't get no bigger send off than that.
that's true. Do wrestlers ever just retire and go on vacation, or do they go and move off? Mm, Actual retirement, like if it's not a storyline, then yeah, you have guys that go home and don't do anything else. But you have guys that retire because their contract's up or whatever, and they end up going and doing something else. Ric Flair is a great example. His contract was up before he had the night he had the match with Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania. A couple months later, he was in TNA. He never planned to actually retire. The only one that actually retired, well, okay, he left me by myself, this motherfucker. Um, was Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels retired, and I mean, yeah, he's made an appearance here and there, but every match that Shawn Michaels has had since he retired has been involving the Undertaker, which is the person who retired him. And anytime anybody says, something
Nice.
about to Shawn Michaels about coming out for one more match, he's like, I gotta ask the Undertaker because he gave that respect to Taker that it was his last match. And yes, he has come back for a couple more matches, but all of them have involved the Undertaker. Ric Flair
Yeah.
had a great match with Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania, and then had a great retirement ceremony the next night on Raw, and then just shit on it and went to TNA.
Which I'd argue is the greatest WWE send off ever, but that's just me.
It was. But I'm saying he shit on it because then he turned around and went to TNA.
Yeah, man. It was for the money.
I, you know, so a lot of times when you hear about wrestlers quote unquote retiring, I mean, fuck, Terry Funk retired and unretired what about 8 times?
Do you know what year was Terry Funk's first ever retirement match?
Fuck no.
If you could just take a guess, what would you think?
Shit, I couldn't tell you. 1995.
Brother,
Because he
WrestleMania
was
wasn't even a thing yet.
because he was in WWE in
Eight?
1996.
He was there in 98.
Was it 98 when he was Chainsaw
Yes,
Charlie?
sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Look, bro. WrestleMania wasn't even a thing when he first had his first retirement match. Think about that.
That is pretty crazy.
It was 1983, man. Think about
Yeah.
that.
Terry
So
Funk
yeah,
first retirement match in 19. That was his first, though. Probably 8 or 9 retirement matches.
1,000, 8 or 9,000 retirement matches.
I'm telling you,
But
he retired and unretired at least 7 times.
I think Cena's gonna be the first to do it. I believe Cena wholeheartedly when he say, "You will never catch me in the ring again." Like that is done. Like I'll come back and be whatever, but I won't be an active wrestler wrestling no matches. I believe him.
Mm, what about Sting?
Hey, Sting might be yeah. Sting retired for Cena, so yeah, Sting. I
Sting
got a good
retired. I
money
mean,
on
he did
Sting.
make an appearance. He did make an appearance, but not like
No, not as an active wrestler, like wrestling
not
a
a, not,
match.
not for a match. He made an appearance to cause a distraction when Darby was getting fucking
Pummeled.
drowned.
Funny thing is, if I had to, if I had to be a betting man, like if this was let's say 10 years ago, my money would have been on Stone Cold Steve Austin.
But
I'll never not be mad at myself. I could have went to that WrestleMania like I got offered and everything. Fuck, I could have been there.
uh,
That sucks. Such as like, ah, yeah, man, that's
yes, Terry,
fine.
yes, yes, Brianna. First retirement match,
Yes, indeed. First one,
1983.
first of many.
I mean,
But
apparently, when the movie Beyond the Mat was being filmed, Terry Funk was having a retirement match. So Sting didn't retire. He never retired from WWE. He was they would never medically clear him to wrestle after the bump that he took with Seth Rollins. So he just played out. He just sat out the rest of his contract and then went to AEW, and they let him. They gave him a medical examination and said that he was just fine. So no, Sting didn't retire. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame, which doesn't necessarily mean he retired, but he they would never medically clear him to compete again after what happened. I
I
mean,
would
you
have
got
classified that as him just being medically retired, not him officially saying I'm retired.
because I mean, I knew
Because
that
had had AEW never been a thing, he wouldn't have ever wrestled again.
he could have went to he could have went back to TNA maybe. Um,
To
maybe
wrestle, I doubt that.
I don't know, but either way, you know they did him wrong when he was in WWE, man.
Well, I kind of debate that a little bit because on one hand, like if
You
they
want
are saving the wrestler from themselves, because the last thing they need in the middle of their ring is another draw situation happening. So if they take, especially now in today's day and age when social media is a thing,
well, I'm
when
talking
people
about
like to,
when I'm saying they did him wrong. I'll talk about literally every match he had, he lost.
well, again,
I mean,
I debate that because their
even
history
the match at
shows.
WrestleMania against Triple H. I mean, Triple
Okay,
H didn't win.
was Vince McMahon booking the show at that time? Yes or no?
Was he? I don't know.
Yes, he was. This is 2014 we talking about.
Yeah.
And doesn't Vince have a history of not playing fair and playing well when it comes to WCW wrestlers, ex WCW wrestlers, especially the
Yeah.
more famous ones?
Yeah, I guess so.
So if you know that when you put pen to paper, I mean, Sting at that time isn't like a Booker T in 2001. Sting got pulled, like real live pulled here. I mean, this is Steve Borden we're talking about.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, we can't be willfully ignorant of that if you're Sting.
Well, the rumor and innuendo is that that match that he had with Seth Rollins, he was supposed to win that night and was supposed to win the belt, but
That
obviously,
that makes no creative sense.
like I said, rumor and innuendo, that he was supposed to win that night and he was going to win that night and he was going to win the belt and become champion, but then the injury derailed that, and then they found out the injury was more serious than what they originally thought. I mean, the man collapsed in the fucking ring, for Christ's sake. I mean, he collapsed trying
I
to
man,
duck the clothesline.
man,
I mean,
I ain't gonna lie. I got a different diatribe of Sting in WWE and that match within his own right. Cause there's no fucking way a 50-plus-year-old man should be taking a buckle bomb. That is whoever came over at that spot should have been fucking fired.
I
That
mean,
is beyond ridiculous.
it wasn't the first time that Seth Rollins hurt somebody with that move. Let's just leave that out there. But you know,
Uh, Okay.
I mean,
Now,
I'm not blaming Seth. I'm not blaming Kobe. I'm not. I'm just
now,
saying it wasn't the first time that somebody got hurt with that particular move.
when that happened to Balor, wasn't that 2017?
Yes.
So that would have happened after the fact. 3 years
Was it
after the fact.
was it
As a matter
before or
of fact,
was it before or after?
it had to be 2017 because Finn Balor wasn't on the roster in 2013 or 2012 or in 2014. Because it was the matter of fact, it was for the Universal title. The Universal title wasn't a
The
thing
very
until
first Universal
2017,
title.
which was the worst title in company history. That shit was atrocious. That belt looked nasty.
Let's
Did you like that
see.
belt?
No. SummerSlam 2016.
I'll say it would have been 2 years after the fact.
Um,
Because the Sting match was in 2014. The latest 2015.
Night of Champions 2015. So 2 years. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Yep. It was Night of Champions 2015, and then a year later at SummerSlam 2016, history repeated itself with the exact
That
same
is
move.
nasty.
With the exact same move. Separated his
So,
shoulder.
so it's
So
fair to say,
it's either
well,
he
go
doesn't
ahead.
know how to execute the move properly, or his opponent does not know how to brace for it properly. But I think I agree with you 100% when I say a 50-plus-year-old man does not need to be taking a buckle bomb.
There's no safe way to execute that move.
No.
Because all you're doing is literally power bombing a person or throwing them into a corner. Now, how they come off you and land there, I mean, that's all your body weight and momentum stopping at a turnbuckle. There's nothing to brace for,
And Finn's was on the outside of the ring, it was on the barricade.
which is even more dangerous of a spot because there's nothing to brace for.
Yep,
And a
separated his
barricade
shoulder.
is stopping your momentum.
Separated his shoulder. No, you're right, Wes. There's no way he should have. Man's
A
50 plus years
50
old.
plus year old man.
No, he
Are
should
you
not have
going to
touched.
do that to The Undertaker?
No.
That ain't going to work for me, brother. I ain't even got asked about him.
Yeah, I mean, like after the incident with Sting, that move should have been banned. Like they should have made him take that out of his repertoire. But like I said, I'm not blaming him. I'm not blaming him. Sting says he doesn't blame him. Finn says he doesn't blame him. But
But I mean, Seth Rollins had gotten his comeuppance for this. I mean, towards ACL, messed his shoulder. Did an angle where you faked an injury and legitimately got injured after
got
that.
hurt. Got hurt a couple months later. Yeah, I mean,
So,
karma's a
I
bitch.
mean,
Karma's a bitch, especially when you're fucking with the wrestling gods.
the power bomb is just but outside of the ring, being doing the executing said move in the ring, there's no way to brace for the move. There's no way to protect yourself. You just gotta hope you. This is crazy. But in any event, how do we like Roman Reigns sending a graphic that's declared for the Royal Rumble?
I must have missed that because I did fall asleep. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I fell
Oh,
asleep.
they showed it on SmackDown and on Raw.
I
You'll probably see it again if you watch SmackDown this week.
mm,
I'm almost willing to bet you'll see it.
um I mean, okay, so Roman's declaring for the Royal Rumble. Wow, like we didn't know that was going to happen.
So, with that being said, who we got winning the men's Royal Rumble?
I still don't think it's going to be Roman.
I'm just asking you who you think is going to be.
They want
Who
us
do
to
you
think
like him
that
and why do you like him?
it's going to be Finn Balor, but I don't. I don't go with the most obvious thing. I am gonna go with Gunther.
Mm. Gunther.
I'm going with Gunther.
Tell the people why you like him.
Well, first off, he's more than likely gonna retire AJ Styles before the
Hmm.
match,
Hmm.
unless they decide to put the no, they won't put the men's Royal Rumble first. They won't. They'll put the women's Royal Rumble first. They won't put
Oh,
the
Royal
men's Royal
Rumble would be
Rumble
the first
under
match for sure.
the
I like the way they format that though.
the men's Royal Rumble will probably close the show because you got to have the spot where somebody points at the WrestleMania sign, which apparently they're not going to have an actual sign this year. It's going to be on a screen.
Hogan
From what
must
I,
pose.
yeah, Hogan must pose. There you go. You got to have the spot of them pointing to WrestleMania with the pyro going off and everything. So
Come on, dog.
that's got to happen at the end of the show. But anyway, so more than likely, Gunther's going to retire AJ Styles earlier in the show. Probably the second match of the night, after the women's Royal Rumble. Um, I don't know. I just got a feeling about Gunther. I have a feeling Oba is going to be in the Royal Rumble, but I don't think he's going to win it. Um, I don't know. Just something about Gunther kind of feels like this might be.
That'd be his night.
Yeah, he's going to
What
pull
do y'all
double
like,
duty.
man?
He's going to pull double duty, and it's going to be his night, in my opinion.
Hold on. Hold on right quick. Reading Rainbow. All right. Well, y'all know who I got winning the Rumble. Who is the guy that should win the Royal Rumble? And if he ain't, I better see a damn good creative reason why he don't. It got to be Braun Breaker. It got to be young Braun. It gotta be Braun Breaker, baby. I can't see nothing else or no one else. I don't see how anything else makes sense. Now, I know what I'm doing. I'm saying the WWE and making sense. I'm saying Paul Michael Levesque and making sense. These two things tend to be an oxymoron at different points. So, you know, I'm holding out hope that we do the creative right thing. Matter of fact, I tell you what, like Bernie Mac, I tell you what,
Oh boy.
the finish, the finish of the AJ Styles match to me is gonna tell you who's gonna win the Rumble. If AJ wins, which again I don't see it happening, and uh, but if he wins, Gunther definitely got to win this Rumble. Got to give him his heat back. If Gunther wins against AJ Styles, then Braun Breaker. It got to be Braun Breaker. It can't be no one else. Because why not Braun Breaker? What would be the reason why not?
I mean, I just, I don't know. I just have a feeling about Gunther.
See, now you don't want to get to the position where Gunther is overkill.
No,
Cause
you
you didn't
don't.
even do that with Brock Lesnar. I mean, hell, after Brock beat the Street within 4 months, he was the champion. I
Oh
mean, this
shit,
is what they're doing. This is what they're doing with Gunther, like carbon copy,
man! They are
minus
tracking.
the squash.
They are tracking another fucking snowstorm for this weekend.
Yes, sir. Oh, y'all thought it was over.
Nah, this one says we're likely to get at least 2 to 4 inches below freezing between Friday and the PM all the way to Monday to 1 p.m. Wind chills as low as -5.
This is that time of the year.
Doesn't snow. It doesn't get cold and snow like that in South Carolina though. This would be 2 years in a row that it snowed, which is almost unheard
Mm,
of. Which is almost unheard of. Well, if you say Braun Breaker, I mean,
I don't. I just can't see it. At least creatively, I can't see it being anybody else, unless Gunther goes out here and loses to AJ Styles. But that would be a creative kerfuffle. Also, this is the literal definition of backing yourself into a corner, booking yourself into a corner.
okay, if if the rumor and innuendo is true about Austin Theory being undercover for Seth Rollins, we're gonna find out at the Royal Rumble.
Okay, I can dig that, but how you figure?
I just I don't know, man. Just something about him. Just I don't know.
It seems off with the vision.
It just seems he doesn't seem like he belongs there with them. But if Seth told him something along the lines of, all you got to do is do something to earn their trust, and you're in. I mean, there was a segment the other day on ESPN where Ryan Clark, and I know you know who that is. They were
Oh, of
talking
course,
to
the race baiter.
Seth Rollins, and he's like, so how do you feel making your return at the Royal Rumble? And Seth's eyes got wide, like, dude, you weren't supposed to say that shit. But then Seth was like, whoa, hold on, let's pump the brakes on that. I'm probably not gonna be ready for this and that. So we could possibly see Seth back at the Royal Rumble. And if we do, if Theory is actually undercover as the rumor in India window suggests, then we'll find out at the Royal Rumble. I don't think they'll go any further. I don't think they'll go any further with it.
I
If
got to know
Theory
who is spreading these rumors.
this is shit that I've heard. I mean, I don't buy into everything I hear. I just hear shit and I'm like, that's why I mark it as rumor and innuendo. So it's just
Cause
exactly that.
God, like, okay, I'm just like, okay, the way I insert things, I try to see the logic in it, even if it's none at all. Cause I'm trying to think, where would he creatively fit in the Rumble? Because if this is gonna be the all right, this is why I don't see the Seth Rollins notion fitting. This is about to be the debut of Obafemi. You finna have the the emergence of Braun Breaker getting thrust into the stratosphere, along with the possible return of Chris Jericho. And all of that immediately gets upstaged the moment Seth Rollins' music hits at number 30. because if he's in the Rumble, he has to be number 30.
Why does he have to be number 30?
Because it's exactly something we wouldn't see coming. They love their moments and their surprises.
I don't think
This is the
Jericho.
John Cena at Madison Square Garden all over again.
I remember that. I don't think Jericho is gonna show up. I don't. But maybe if I say it enough, it'll happen. Maybe if I say it's not gonna happen enough, it's gonna happen. So I would like to see it, but you know, I'm sure if somebody will see if somebody sees Jericho and Saudi, then we'll know before the show even goes live.
You just made the list. Yeah.
You just made the list.
You know what you do when you say you don't want to see Chris Jericho at the Royal Rumble?
That's funny.
You know what happens when you play with Y2J?
You
You
just
just,
made the
bro, I
list.
ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Jericho gets
That's a
anything
question.
over.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Does he keep his AEW thing or he goes back to break the walls down?
Well, here's the thing about it. Ha, ha, ha. I have told her about that promo so many times that she knows. Um,
The man of 1,004 holes.
and like 20 of them were arm bars.
Yeah.
um, God, what was it? What was the question?
I'm saying, does he keep his AEW theme Judas or he goes back to break the walls down?
Sir, that is his own music.
I'm saying that. I understand that's
That
his own
that is
music. I'm not
not
denying that.
that is not an AEW copyright. That is a song by his band. So
Fozzy, I understand
he
that.
can he can
I'm
use
I'm
Judas
well
if he
aware
wants.
of that.
He can use Judas if he wants. I I would prefer no, I would prefer he used Judas because like I don't know, man. The whole like we hear the crowd singing Randy and we hear the crowd singing Cody and
You don't
shit.
think they'll sing break the walls down?
I'm sure they will, but they will also do what the AEW fans did with Judas. So I don't know. I
Hmm.
damn that's a tough one, honestly.
Now, what I would like
Hmm.
to get that initial pop on WWE television,
To use break the
for
walls
sure
down
he comes out to break the walls down
and then transitions to Judas.
on Monday Night Raw, for sure. Or matter of fact, I would hold off Judas until WrestleMania.
Hmm.
Big
Maybe they
elaborate entrance.
maybe they could get the whole band to do it.
Maybe so.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what we got for the come here. What we got for the women's Royal Rumble? Like on my boy Rob. Have out of Rob.
Where the
You been
fuck?
MIA.
Where the fuck is Bearded?
I don't know, man. My boy MIA today.
He's the one that gave us the idea to do it tonight.
Hey man, maybe my boy dozed off.
Like you did yesterday.
Very nice.
Hey, you needed it though. If anybody did,
I
it was
did
you.
do that.
If anybody
I
needed it, it
dozed.
was you for sure.
I
Um,
appreciate it, man.
what's up, Rob? Women's Royal Rumble. Jordan Grace.
Jordan Grace.
Yes.
What do you like her? Why do you like her? Jordan Grace. Why you like her?
Her and Jade
I'm
just
not
seem
mad that you
like
giving. I'm not mad that you giving the Rook some shine though. I'm not mad at that. But go ahead.
her and Jade just seem like a great pairing, and we already kind of got the seeds planted for something with them down the line
Mm-hmm.
with what happened on SmackDown. Was it last Friday? It was where they were jaw jacking Tiffany, not Tiffany, Chelsea tried to hit Jordan. She moved, she knocked Jade out, and then Jordan picked up the title and then threw it out to Jade. I don't know. This I don't know. It seems like a great matchup. So yes, I think Jordan Grace.
You like old Grace? How sweet
I think
the
she's
sound.
about to get. I
All right.
think she's about to get the rocket.
Okay.
Your turn.
I know. I'm thinking. Women's Royal Rumble. I'm leaning three different ways. Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, if she's cleared. Mm, mm. Okay, this is fantasy booking, but I'm gonna try it. Nah, hell no, I can't. I can't. I was about to say Becky, but I could totally see AJ eliminating Becky,
AJ.
setting up their match for
I
me.
probably would have said AJ, but I don't think she can. I don't. I don't think she can navigate that kind of match anymore with her neck injury and all. I mean, because then we would get the obvious AJ wins the Rumble, goes against Becky, but I think that match is just going to be set up organically and not by the Rumble. I say Jordan wins and chooses Jade.
So what we do with the chamber?
Damn. Mm,
You can tell it's the same story with Jordan in the chamber, make it look twice as good.
damn, that's a good point. Have her go through the elimination chamber rather than win the Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah.
I could dig it.
Oh yeah. Now,
Actually, that's probably the more likely scenario. AJ could still come in at number 30 and still win the Royal Rumble. She can still come in at number
or
24, 25.
or at least, or at least be there to eliminate Becky.
Why would Becky be in the Rumble if she's already a champion?
Because she's just the Intercontinental
Oh, the
champion. They're not
Intercontinental
defending the
champion. That's right.
title.
She's not the world champion. That's right. Shit, I didn't even think
And
about that.
eventually she has to be the world champion. So you set up her program. with AJ Lee, because I mean AJ Lee is not working the elimination chamber.
So you're saying
So
Becky gets eliminated from the Rumble by AJ, which sets up their thing for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
correct.
To where
Because
AJ,
I don't see AJ being around for the chamber. I mean,
I don't even
shit.
if she even if she comes out of the pod last, it's still that's a risk. That's a major risk. And hell, we haven't seen her since shit. When was the last time we saw her? The mixed tag match.
And that was SummerSlam, right?
The mixed tag match, and then I think she didn't.
No, the mix tag was after. No, the mix tag was WrestlePalooza. SummerSlam was the whole Seth Rollins crutches thing.
Yeah. Um. Didn't her music play when Maxine beat Becky? Yes, yes. They can choose any champion they want, but I mean, what sense does it make for them not to choose the world champion?
The same way Austin Theory chose the United States
Okay, that
Championship.
that was that. Yeah, that was Money in the Bank,
Yeah,
though, wasn't it?
yeah. But
Okay,
the
so he
same
didn't
principles
win.
applied.
He didn't win the fucking Rumble. Austin Theory wouldn't win the Royal Rumble.
But the same principles applied is what I'm saying. He was able to choose any champion he wanted, and that's what he chose.
I think that's the Money in the Bank. I think the Royal Rumble is the the main championship.
Yeah, in theory, because who the fuck wants to go through all that just to win the Intercontinental Championship?
You know, I have to get back to you on that, Wes. But I think the Royal Rumble is the World Championship or the Women's Championship. Um, it's not any of the secondaries. I mean, like my man just said, why would you want to go through 29 other people to choose the Intercontinental or U.S. title?
And nine times out of ten, the United States champion or the Intercontinental champion, if this title is not being defended, is in this very same match.
Yes, I could see why Wes was asking that question. He was,
No, for sure.
I could see why he was asking that. I mean, because it could be AJ, and then she still chooses Becky. But why would you go through that and not want to go for the big one?
Mhm.
So I think I'll have to get back to you on that. But either way,
What they say, dealer's choice.
I mean, they are kind of pushing this whole Vegas thing. So dealer's choice is probably a good, yeah. Well, here's the thing: if AJ is in the Royal Rumble, she's gonna have to be a late entrant because she's not gonna be able to withstand coming in at like number 15. She's had a major neck injury. It's similar to Edge's, and the wrong bump, and it's over. So she's gonna have if she is in the Rumble, it's gonna have to be a late entrant. We're talking 25
The the
to
Rumble is
30.
actually one of the more safer. The Rumble is actually one of the more safer matches they do.
It is.
Like it's the TLCs and those
Elimination
type of
Chamber
things.
and yeah, steel cages and shit like that. But
That's when we get freaky with those.
actually, I kind of feel that Jordan Grace going through the Elimination Chamber will probably be the better Yeah,
Hey, what if I doubt it happens, but I'm just playing devil's advocate here. What if they give us Raquel Rodriguez the winner of the Royal Rumble? I actually wouldn't be mad about that.
I don't think I'd be mad about it per se. Um, no, I wouldn't be mad about that. But don't they have a don't they have a title match already set up for either the Rumble or the Raw after the Rumble?
Raw after the Rumble.
A Philadelphia street fight, right?
Oh yeah, I actually forgot about that. Well, never mind then. Hmm. Hold
Liv
on.
actually doesn't sound like a bad choice. Go ahead and put it back on her. Um, but okay, so now the question is, who's the champion going to be that the winner faces? Because you could do something big time if Liv were to win the Royal Rumble and they go against, if Raquel's the champion, go against Raquel. So you could have Liv win the Rumble, then you could have Raquel win the street fight, take the title from Steph, and then have Liv choose Raquel as her opponent.
I'm slipping. Not Raquel, because I forgot about that Philadelphia street fight until you just said it. What if they swerve us with Roxanne?
She's who I thought should have won it last year. She lasted 60, what was 61, 61, almost 62 minutes last year, only to be eliminated by Charlotte.
Which is pretty good.
I mean, I I wouldn't be mad if they finally actually gave us what we thought should have happened last year.
Well, just because you last the longest, that don't mean you should win it. I mean, that's her coming out party, and she looked good. Didn't Roman Reigns, like the year Roman Reigns broke the record, didn't he lose? Ain't that the
I
year Triple H won?
think it was, and that was the year that the Rumble was actually um, for the title.
Ah, the same Rumble that KJ Styles debuted at. Ain't that a bitch?
That a bitch, yeah.
The more you know.
Hang on a second, I gotta take a piss.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. I'm just saying, what if they swerve us with Roxanne? What do y'all think about that? Mm.
Okay, okay. Roxanne wins the Rumble. Raquel wins the street fight. Liv somehow gets mixed up in all of this. We have a triple threat at WrestleMania. I mean, we've been talking about those three possibly having a triple threat anyway. But if my memory
Mhm.
serves me right, didn't we have a triple threat for a title at last year's WrestleMania?
Yeah, well, you can have it again. If the story commands it, if the story warrants it, if it makes sense.
Okay, so Roxley eliminates Liv from the Rumble,
Mhm.
pisses her off. They start going at each other's throats. Raquel wins the Street Fight Monday, takes the title from Steph. Roxy wins the Royal Rumble, chooses to go against Raquel. Liv still pissed off that she was eliminated by Roxy.
Mhm.
They have a match that ends up in a fuck finish, uh, which ends up them in a triple threat match. I actually like that.
Let's be honest, something here now.
And then we can possibly say goodbye to the Judgment Day at WrestleMania.
Well, as far as WrestleMania is concerned, there's still one loose end you ain't tired of yet. As far as the Judgment Day is
That's
concerned,
Dom.
him and Finn on the undercard. It's the literal implosion of the Judgment Day once and for all.
The Judgment Day needs
Because
to end with WrestleMania.
I think all five of these characters are interesting on their own without being a collective. I mean, considering this team dates back to Edge being on WWE television.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
it's
remember
it's it's about time to give that up. It's
and
about time to get that up.
Edge has been gone for 3 years now.
Or something close to it.
3 or 4. I don't know. He's been gone for a while. And he still hasn't been back to AEW yet.
But they say for a hot minute.
But um
now, now the most predictable match on the entire card: Drew versus Sammy.
I would love to see Sammy win this match just because where they're at and everything. Not to mention I kind of feel like he deserves it, but it's not happening.
Why it ain't happening, brother?
It'd be too soon after you gave Drew the title. It'd be way too soon.
Well, Edge's first run only lasted 2 weeks.
Oh, okay, but I mean,
Kane's only lasted a day. I said they're not. Rey Mysterio lasted an hour. So I mean, I'm just saying. I'm saying all that to say they're not a stranger of doing this thing, these type of things. I'm not talking you out of your pick. I'm just saying.
um,
I mean, I'm right there with you. I mean, Drew McIntyre wins this match. I mean, there's nothing else to really discuss here. Like, anything else, again, makes no creative sense. And with Sammy, just wait. The story is gonna tell itself because there's a bigger picture on the horizon.
Sammy is more than likely going to win the title at next year's WrestleMania
Because it's where,
in Saudi Arabia.
and Hogan must pose. You gotta send the people home happy.
Yes. So I would think that Sammy is more than likely going to win one of the major titles next year. So him losing to Drew right now wouldn't hurt that momentum, I don't think.
Right. You can't hurt momentum that ain't started.
No. I mean, it would tell a great story if he were to win, but then you just cut
You
Drew.
sacrifice WrestleMania for the Royal Rumble.
You sacrifice what you just did with Drew. Like
I
Drew
mean,
has
if you were to
finally
ask me who would get,
has
I
finally.
mean, if you were to ask me, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
If you were to ask me who in the long term would be sacrificed on this in this company over the other, it'll definitely be Drew over Sami Zayn. But you don't blow up the big picture for the smaller picture. I mean, WrestleMania got to have a main event next year, and why not Sami Zayn? I mean, it's the he'll be a crowd favorite. I mean,
Oh, he will
that's a
definitely be a
given.
crowd favorite. You're gonna see that
I
Saturday.
mean, he's over. I mean, he's over everywhere, but he's for sure over in Canada and in Saudi.
Yes.
So, and why not he win the championship in front of his people? I mean, and again, the Royal Rumble. I mean, that type of story should be saved for WrestleMania because unlike an Oos, his former Oos, his fellow Oos, I should say, people ain't gonna get short winded during their entrance. Sami Zayn got a wider room from margin of error, if that makes any sense.
It makes sense. Makes a lot of sense, actually.
Even though on Sami Zayn's debut, he tore both his rotator cuffs on his entrance, swinging his arms around. I mean,
Ain't that about a bitch?
shit, shit happens, don't it?
It does.
There you go,
So
man.
Drew wins, but like it's not gonna be a like Drew's not gonna totally dominate Sammy. Sammy's gonna push him to the edge. It's gonna be a
And Drew, he cheat, typical heel shit,
yeah, typical heel
and
shit. Um,
get him up out of there.
yep.
I mean, and
So,
in that scenario, that's the perfect scenario where predictable is a good thing.
so
Like
then,
it could be predictable.
okay, Sammy beats or Drew beats Sammy. Then what do we do with Drew?
We wait to the elimination chamber. I mean, at this point, having Drew drop this title, and if he's not going to drop it at the Rumble, at this point, having him drop it before Mania makes no sense.
I don't know if he's gonna drop it at Mania, is he? Oh well,
He should,
if he's going off to do that, then yeah.
and depending
So,
on who you got winning that chamber.
well, I think
Now,
whoever wins the Rumble is gonna be going for CM Punk.
so whoever wins the chamber
So whether it's Braun
goes for
Breaker
Drew.
or whether it's Gunther, either one is gonna go after Punk.
It's a Raw guy.
So Is that where we launch Oba? Because Oba and Drew have a little something from Saturday night's main event where they had a stare down and I think they shoved each other if I remember correctly. You kind of have the seeds planted for that. Is it time to unleash Oba?
Nope, it's not.
Okay. So who wins the chamber?
That I can't call because I got to see what players they're gonna put in there. I got to see what deck I'm working with
Well, fair enough.
because I might pick somebody that they're not even gonna have in the chamber. But I'm not saying Oba can't be in there, but
Just
he
not time.
uh
Not
he
time
shouldn't he
to.
shouldn't put the belt on him yet because that means you immediately got to start booking him down the mountain. You don't want to rush it. You don't want to rush him to the tippy top. Now I'm not saying take forever, but though the way they did Brock Lesnar in 2002 was perfect. You told a great story in 6 months. You used the King of the Ring to do it, obviously, but nevertheless, you established dominance before he just shot there. Because
Speaking of
again,
Brock,
once you shoot him to the
go ahead. Finish your thought.
once you shoot him to the top, you literally got to start booking down the mountain from there.
Right.
And if he established dominance, then it could go.
Okay. Well, speaking of Brock, what is his role at the Rumble going to be?
Man, you just said
Oba?
yes.
Stare down between Brock and Oba.
And
One
over
of
eliminates Brock.
Oba eliminates Brock. Ooh.
Brock get his heat back in the chamber, cost him the chamber. There go your WrestleMania match right there. Over established dominance before we put the title on him.
But we're not going to have Brock win the chamber, right?
You say what?
I said we're not going to have Brock win the chamber, are we?
No, 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 no. Brock is probably not even gonna be in the chamber. That ain't gonna stop him from getting in the chamber though. That's Oba's way out. Like you could give him that Goldberg spot. Well, Goldberg came in whooping ass, looking good like a house of fire in August of '03 at SummerSlam. Now we're not using that sledgehammer. We ain't doing that. But L5 could definitely stop him dead in his tracks and put him down for the count.
That was the dumbest decision ever made. One of the dumbest.
Now, depending on who you believe or what you believe, somebody didn't want to do an overseas tour. Let's just say that somebody wasn't Triple H.
Well, Goldberg won the title a month later. Why not put it
Mm,
on him at the bigger show?
again, depending on what you want to believe, the man didn't want to do no overseas tour. Let's just say that is frowned upon amongst the boys, so
Either
to
way,
speak.
either way, I heard it two different ways. So I heard
Because
Triple H.
Triple H is hurt at this time.
I heard Triple H didn't want to put Goldberg over. That as soon as they showed Goldberg at a house show or after Raw went off the air, Triple H flipped off the screen. So I mean, I don't know. It just depends on, like you said, it depends on what story you want to believe. Either way. Um. Okay.
But yeah,
So
that's the ticket
okay. So
right
we
there.
have so we have Brock get in the
In the Rumble.
chamber. Get okay. Oba eliminates Brock from the Rumble. Pisses
Mm-hmm.
him off. Pisses
Mm-hmm.
him off. Brock costs
Mm-hmm.
Oba at the chamber, and you have a match with them at WrestleMania where Oba goes over Brock.
It's a money match. It establishes dominance from day one.
Okay. All right.
Remember what Brock did to Goldberg to set up their match. We're basically using that same thing, minus Brock being an actual participant in the match. Because Brock came down, F5 Goldberg, and Kurt Angle eliminated Goldberg. And then they was off to the races.
Right.
But I
Right.
mean, they program started at Survivor Series though,
Right.
with a backstage interview. But nevertheless. So and Oba's gonna need a money match at WrestleMania. Now that it could be Drew, but then that means it has to be for the title.
You don't want to.
And
You don't want
not
to.
so soon.
Yeah. Not too soon. You will eventually.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Anything else would be criminalistic.
Well, you have to remember what we've talked about with Oba. They have to do this the right way, or
Can't fumble him.
yeah, you can't fumble this. This guy is too damn good to. Yeah. I mean, the only thing
He's
we
a
know
big
about
deal.
him right now is that he's going to be in the Rumble. That's the only thing we know. We don't know what show he's going to be on after the Rumble. We just know that he's going to be at the Rumble.
It'll be
That's,
interesting to know what they want to do with him. Now, I'm booking this as if he's a baby face.
well, Brock is a heel, so I mean,
SmackDown is in dire need of heels.
absolutely they are. Yeah.
And they don't have enough. So if they were to debut him as a heel, which I wouldn't like, but I understand it if they did, then yeah, for sure, SmackDown is the way to go.
So, all right. So let's switch gears for a second. So, do
Hmm.
we have Cody eliminate Roman or Roman eliminate Cody?
Or both of them get eliminated by somebody else.
Who would that be?
Braun Breaker, get your ass up out of here.
Well, if the direction they're supposed to be headed is for Cody Roman 3, shouldn't you start shooting that angle at the Rumble?
Well, first, Cody need to wrap up whatever he got going on with Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's happening Saturday.
Well, they both gonna be in the Rumble. They're not gonna have a match. They're gonna both be in the Rumble.
Oh, that's right. They were supposed to have a match Saturday night's main event. It turned into a complete brawl. I kind of
Oh
feel
yeah,
like we could be headed for a triple threat with Jacob, Cody, and Jake and Drew at some point.
oh, yeah, I would be mad about that because again, it keeps Obo away from Drew.
Okay, okay, okay.
I can dig that, and it gives Jacob Fatu a main event.
but he won't win.
Not mad at that. Well, no, but just being in the main event is a win in its own right.
That's true. That's true.
Or at least being in a featured match. Let me say that.
Okay. So is that the direction we go with that title at WrestleMania?
Like, ask that
Or
again.
is that the direction that we go for WrestleMania? Maybe it's not going to be Cody Roman 3. Maybe it's going to be Cody versus Jacob versus Drew.
Hmm. What
But
the hell we doing,
but
Roman?
but if Drew is going off to film whatever, he's going to need to drop that title. And I don't think Jacob's really ready for that just yet.
No, not the WWE Championship. Oh,
Um,
absolutely not. It's the thuggish, ruggish bone.
you don't put it back on Cody.
Unless you turn them heel to do it. But since I don't see that happening, then definitely don't definitely don't do this. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, not at all.
No. Well, the fact is, Saturday night's main event, you had Drew and Cody fighting all over the fucking arena, which was entertaining as hell, by the
Mm-hmm.
way.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had Drew come out and attack both of them. He put one through a table. He nuts Cody, and then puts him through a table. So I mean, you know, obviously they're planting the seeds for the three of them, and Jacob still feels that Drew's the one that attacked him. So
Mm-hmm.
you gotta finish that somewhere. But Jacob Fatu as the WWE champion, I can't see that right now. I
But it
just
does put him in the ring with the man that attacked him.
if he's the one that attacked him. Oh, haha. I see what you did there. If it's a triple threat, yeah, it does put him in the ring with the man that attacked him.
Well, I did that, didn't you?
Yeah, I see what you did there. That was good. That was good.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
because it could have been Cody that attacked him. We don't know for sure. All we know is what Jacob says. He didn't see who actually did it, but he thinks it was Drew. Drew denies that it was
That is
him.
true.
It could be Cody.
And Drew's entire shtick has been, I might be going about this in a fucked up way, but at least I'm telling y'all the truth. I ain't lying to you.
This version of Drew is not the type that would deny if he actually attacked someone. So if he's the one that attacked Jacob, he'd be out there bragging about it.
Yep, like he said.
So I've been saying it's Cody from the start.
Man, the crazy thing is somebody got to get left off this mania card.
Well, I don't know who, but I don't know who gets left off. But
Yeah.
so just switch gears for a second. So next Tuesday, you're working. You said 10 to 2.
Two, 2 to 10. 2 to 10.
Oh, so you're not going to be able to do.
I mean, I
Tuesday?
can, but it's gonna be a situation like the other day.
Because we're supposed to have a 4-man panel that day.
We can, we can. I mean, it's still possible. It's just I'll be formulating the show the same way I'm doing right now.
Okay,
As you see, it don't stop anything.
okay. So you're 2 to 10 Tuesday.
Hmm. Every day, every day next week until the weekend.
So even Thursday, you're 2 to 10.
Yes, sir. Until the weekend. Yeah, they booked me down.
Well, if we can't do a Tuesday or a Thursday show next week, we could always do a Saturday show.
And I'll be off Saturday.
But we got to make sure that Wes and Bearded
Young Beard.
are going to be available that way.
Ha ha, there you go.
There's D.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we running a 2-man power trip tonight, man.
yes,
Hopefully our
Bearded.
boy Beard okay, man.
Yeah, I hope he is too. So, uh, I mean, we could do a Saturday show. I guess it just depends on you know if Wes is available and if Bearded is available.
Come on now.
I mean, we could do a Tuesday show, but you would be doing it from work like you did the other night.
Yep.
Which I mean, I think that went over all right.
Hey, it didn't stop me. It didn't stop me from riling it up about Art Anderson. Yeah,
No, you didn't.
I got it hot there.
I honestly think you should save your question for when we are all here.
Hey
I
man,
mean, I know
say
your
man.
question. I know your question. You already told me the question. But I think you should save that for when we're all here. That way you can piss everybody off.
Mm, yes.
So yeah. All right. Well, switching gears. We'll figure it out. We got a little bit of time to talk about it. I mean, if there's another winter storm coming this weekend, you know,
You feel me?
we could, you know, we could have some difficulties with that. Um, maybe not. I mean, it is. I guess we'll just have to play that one by ear. But we are supposed to have a 4-man panel for the show after the Rumble.
Now, keeping the
So
theme of the Royal Rumble, what, in y'all opinion, is the greatest Royal Rumble match of all time? It doesn't have to be the actual Royal Rumble match itself, but just a match that took place at the Royal Rumble.
jeez. Jericho and Benoit had a hell of a fucking match in 2001.
Very nice.
I still I still have visions of fucking Benoit jumping through the ropes and fucking Jericho just
Smacking his ass with that chest.
blasting him with that fucking chair like a fucking baseball bat.
Yeah, man.
But
Tell me about spots that don't age well.
I was about to say, but in hindsight, just what happened 6 years later, was that spot exactly the right spot? Because
Yeah.
if memory serves me correctly, didn't Benoit do a spot in that match where he did a diving headbutt on a chair?
I wouldn't say I can't remember per se,
Yes, he
but
did.
the moment in that match that stands out more is the one you were talking about. It's him
He
diving through that mug and he
diving
going
through the ropes and
head first
barefoot.
into the chair.
Yeah, but
Just
matter of fact,
knock
yes,
your shit loose.
yes, he did have a spot where he did a diving headbutt on a chair because Conrad and Bruce talked about it on the podcast. The yeah, something to wrestle with, the one that I listened to the other day. Yes, because Conrad mentioned the exact same thing I just did. In hindsight, knowing what we know now, was it really smart to scramble Chris's brains? You know,
Who's to say he wasn't fucked already?
he probably was. I mean, he did spots in WCW where he did diving headbutts on the chair. So, I mean, but either way, I mean,
But that's the pick you going with?
uh,
Jericho and Benoit.
off the top of my head, yeah, I think that's probably one of the best ones.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
I go with that one. 'Cause that was a hell of a match. Edge versus Shawn was a
Edge
good
and
one
Shawn
too.
Michaels.
That was a good one.
Very nice.
That was a good one.
Why you like that, Black? Why you like that? Matter of fact, fuck that. Hold on. Hold on, Black. Fuck it. Hold on.
I
Hold
don't like.
on, Black.
I don't like when you start laughing like that.
Come on. Yeah, Black. Yeah. I ain't bullshitting. Edge and Shawn Michaels, man. I want my brother to elaborate on this, Yeah, I want to give me a few bill. Let the elaborate for the American Dream, Dusty Rose. Tell us what the greatest match in Rumble in history, baby. And
Edge
I
and
ain't gonna
Shawn
tell nobody.
was a good one.
Yeah. Hey, Cena and Umaga was a good one too.
The I Quit match or the
Yeah. No, you just said it right. The
no,
I Quit match.
no, that was a last man standing match
Oh yeah, you're right. It was.
because Cena ended up using the turnbuckle to choke him out, and he couldn't answer the 10 count.
He legitimately choked him out.
That was a hell of a match, actually. I don't know if I would put that in the greatest category, but mm,
I'm dying to hear any more. I'm dying to hear it. You feel me?
wasn't Triple H and Cactus Jack at the Royal Rumble?
Yes, sir. Street Fight. Royal Rumble 2000.
That's up there too.
Sid and Sean got to be up there.
Sid and
Royal
Shawn.
Rumble 97.
Yeah, that was a good one.
San
Uh,
Antonio.
Um, I know. I was there.
Very nice.
I was there. I used to go to all those events that were in Texas, man. Oh, 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 oh,
Oh.
oh,
Oh.
oh. This
Yeah,
is what we're
I
doing.
told you. I told you. I
This is what
told
we're,
you. Come on, Brother Black. Go,
this is
go
what
ahead
we're
on and
doing.
speak that gospel.
All right.
Making your television, baby. Oh, damn.
And he froze.
And Black has been frozen. The creative
Damn.
ain't going well for Black.
Sheesh.
You probably got to drop down and come back up, Black.
All right. We'll bring him back.
Yeah, well, my boy got the tightest on Neil. He got the tightest O'Neal going.
All right, here we
My
go again.
dog debuted and slid under the ring. There you go. There you
That
go,
was
Black. Come
that
on,
was
Black.
hilarious.
The Blacker fella.
Huh?
Quick to smack a fella. Should have been side the Rockefeller. My boy. You know, your manager, the amazing one, had to give you the wise man his introduction. So y'all know that about D Black and the wise man. That's gonna be on
Hold on, hold
Unreal.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on.
Damn, cuz.
Yeah, Sean and
Y'all can
Sid.
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah,
you
turn your
just
volume
fine.
down a little bit.
Yeah,
You
turn it down just a little bit.
Y'all can hear
Yeah.
just fine.
me? Yeah.
All right, yeah. You will. Yeah, your jelly joint debut. D Black. Snapping right out the comment section. So Edge and Shawn Michaels, huh? That's what you're going with?
You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Well,
Sound sound check.
well, this,
Good.
well, this,
Uh-oh.
hold on. 'Cause I can't hear myself. Hold on, hold on. I'm getting in my car.
100.
What's up? All right. Edge and Shawn Michaels,
Yeah,
they
I like that because I like their chemistry.
okay.
They have some good chemistry.
They did have some good chemistry.
They did. Now, now, if you're anybody, that's somebody. You should know what my answer is. Royal Rumble, 2003. Chris Benoit, Kurt Angle, WWE Championship,
Now,
Boston, Massachusetts. That is the greatest bell to bell match in the Rumble history. That's not a Royal Rumble match.
yeah, that was a good one.
Hey, y'all need to pardon me. I'm on my phone. My phone got a GED education.
A GED education, I'm crying. You got your Wi Fi on? You got your Wi Fi on?
Hmm.
Black. You got your Wi Fi on? Damn.
Yeah.
My dog audio is finagling right now. He got that TNA
Hmm?
audio.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on, man. We're gonna get brother Black right. Hold on, give me 1 second. We're gonna get brother Black right. Hold on, let's turn him down right quick now. Just a little bit. Yo, Black.
I'm listening.
Okay, bet. That's a lot better. Very nice. You got your Wi-Fi on, brother? No. Well,
All right.
I guess so. I guess not.
I
All
guess
right.
not.
Well, so let's ask this. Keeping with the theme of the Royal Rumble, we just focusing in on the match itself. Greatest Royal Rumble match winner.
Oh, he froze.
Hold on.
My dog. My dog going through it.
Yeah, he froze. Hmm.
Oh no.
Yeah, we need to mute that.
Trying to. Hold on. All right. Very nice.
Yeah, I got it. Damn.
Hey, brother, you gotta turn your Wi-Fi off, brother. Unless you're gonna be around a strong signal, or not, it's gonna bounce back and forth.
Oh shit. Yeah, we're going through it
My,
tonight.
my dog, what you eat though?
Yeah, what the hell you eating?
You eat that one like Mr. Perfect in the chewing gum, cuz you eating that
Um,
motherfucker.
the greatest actual Royal Rumble match.
Yes.
Now, there were a lot of really good ones.
After that.
No, they're
Yeah.
not. There were a lot of really good ones in the beginning before this was a thing of the winner of the Rumble automatically gets a title shot. Um,
It
I
started in
mean,
93, didn't it?
no, it started in '88. The Rumble started in '88, sir.
No, no, no. I know that. I'm saying the winner gets a shot at WrestleMania. I think the first one for that was
90,
Yokozuna, right?
maybe.
Yeah, that was 93. Who won in
Okay,
93? That was Yoko.
yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
Yoko won in 93.
well, think about it. In '92, the winner got the world title, and that was Ric Flair, and that was a damn good Rumble too.
Not facts.
Um, I mean, even some of the ones that Hogan won was actually a good one. I was at the one in 1989
Mm-hmm.
in Houston. Um, memory serves me right. Hogan won that one too. It was
Yep.
either Hogan
Hogan
or
won in
Hacksaw.
89. Hogan won when it started in 88, right?
I think the first winner of the Royal Rumble was Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Right. And then the next one was Big John Studd.
No, the next one, '88 was Hacksaw. '89 was Hogan. '90 was Hogan, and then
91.
'91 was
Big John
Hogan.
Studd won the Rumble in 89, bro.
Did
Because
he?
Hogan won in 90 and 91. Hogan won 90,
Did John
91.
Studd win the year that I went? What the fuck? Hold on.
Hogan won 90, 91. Then Flair, then Yoko, then Brett and Lex, then Sean, then Austin, then McMahon, then Austin, then Big Show or The Rock, whatever you want to do with that. Then Austin, then Triple H, then Brock, then Benoit, then Ray. Well, no, who won in '05? Who won? Batista. That'd be
Oh
the
shit,
Vince
that's right.
McMahon blown quad.
That's right. Big John Studd did win the fucking Royal Rumble in '89. Damn. Okay.
Yes, sir. 'Cause
I was
Hogan won in 90 and 91.
Hogan and won in '90 and '91, right? And then Ric Flair won in '92. Oh, here we go again. um,
Right.
Ric
Then
Flair
Yoko.
won, and then Ric Flair won it in '92. Um,
Then Yoko in 93.
Yoko won it in '93.
And Brett and then Lex in 94.
90, yeah.
Then
90,
Sean. Then Sean.
well, 96 was the
Was
was
Sean.
was when Austin uh, he got eliminated, but he
Oh, your
somehow
review camera loud to me.
I don't remember the exact details, but '97 was
Austin.
Austin, yeah, because I was there for
Then
that.
Austin again.
Austin won it again in '98, yes.
Then McMahon in 99.
Yes.
Then The Rock or Big Show in 2000 or whatever you want to do with that.
Yeah.
Then
Okay.
Austin in '01.
All right. I think we got him back. Let's try. Let's.
All right, yeah, my boy back. Yeah, there we go. That's way better. Can you hear?
Y'all can hear me?
Black. Yeah,
Yeah,
hell yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. I don't know. It sounds
Yo,
like this
Key, just
thing
fine.
got a delay up in it, man.
Could use
Yeah,
the car
Okay.
radio, brother.
yeah. Ric Flair winning in
Yeah, that's why I said
'92
in it.
was probably this because I'm old school. Ric Flair, the '92 was probably the best Royal Rumble start to finish, in my opinion.
Didn't Cuz come in at number 3?
Ric Flair?
Yeah, Flair was 3 in that Rumble, wasn't
Maybe. Give me a second. I'll tell you.
he? Very nice.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
Black.
up
If
with it.
you hop on, you gotta turn your Wi-Fi off unless you know you around strong Wi-Fi, cause it's gonna make your signal go in and out type of shit. And if you in the car radio
Yeah.
makes a delay.
As long as y'all can
But
hear
you can
me
hear
though.
us though,
That's
huh?
Yes, Ric Flair
Yeah,
came
no,
in
no, we
number
can hear you.
3.
yeah.
Ric Flair came in number 3 and lasted a little bit over an hour.
Yeah, you set the record that year.
He did, but that record's been broken a couple times since. But um, that one, in my opinion, is probably the best Royal Rumble match start to finish.
Mm.
But I'm old school, so naturally, I'm probably gonna pick something old school.
What about you, D Black? Greatest Rumble
I
match from
like
start to finish.
I like the year that Rey Mysterio won.
2006.
That was actually a good one. The way it ended and
Yeah, yeah,
everything, that was actually a really good
yeah,
one. I I I concede to that
yeah.
one.
Yeah. Yeah. He was doing a special tribute to Eddie Guerrero when he was walking out
Very
there,
nice.
and
Probably.
I didn't expect little man to win,
I don't.
and it was a good match.
That was actually a good one too.
Yeah, I
Um,
like the one Chris Benoit won too though. The year Chris Benoit won, I like that one too. I know I'm going up. I know I should be starting earlier, but I like them in them 2000 eras, the 2000 era. I kind of mess with those, man.
well,
Very nice.
But
I'm old.
Ray
I'm
Mysterio is my favorite one.
Yeah, I'm old school, so I kind of those earlier Rumble matches were really really good. Not to say nothing that we've seen recently hasn't been good, but some of those earlier ones were really good. Like I said, '92 with Flair. I that's my pick. Start to finish. Now later on,
I guess by this generation it would be considered old school, but I guess for my generation to be considered more modern. But for me, 2000 or
Hold on.
2001.
okay.
If I win 2000, I can't lie. That spot with Rikishi and Too Cool was too funny.
That was a good one too. Yeah.
Now, 2001, it's just that moment. It's just one moment in the match it's your childhood wrapped. Well, at least for me, it's your childhood wrapped up in one moment when Austin and Rock locked eyes with each other from across the ring, and Rock pulled himself up, Austin pulled himself up, and that's a slow build to each other in the middle of the ring, and the crowd going crazy.
Oh yeah.
Now that spot was in the. Now let Bruce tell it. That spot was in there by design
Yeah,
to
because
give you the main event of WrestleMania.
because that was 2001. That was WrestleMania 17,
Yes, sir.
and
That's it right there.
yeah, no, that was a hell of a moment.
A lot of storylines going into that Rumble too. Is
Oh
Kane
yeah,
and Undertaker working together?
oh yeah. No, I
All
mean
type of shit.
you can you can intertwine storylines into the Rumble. There's 30 people in the match, so you got storylines that you can intertwine. It doesn't necessarily have to be about winning the Rumble for for everyone. It could be about starting a program with someone or whatever.
That didn't work out too well for Roman when he won his first one.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah,
Huh. They tried everything too.
that crowd in Philly, boy, they shit all over that. They
Man.
shit
I'll never
all
forget the
over
way they
that.
just unceremoniously dumped Daniel Bryan from the Rumble. Bray Wyatt was killing that Rumble. Like the man was mad over dumped. Got dumped out by I'm about to call these people the Vision, by the Authority, by
Yeah,
Kane and Slacks. Come on, dog.
yeah.
Kane and Slacks.
Oh,
Uh, but no,
hey,
like
Kane
straight
throwing
up.
hey,
people over.
man, Corporate Kane.
Kane, hey,
But no, like
hey,
straight
Kane
up.
throwing. Can't put you over the top rope wearing Eddie Bowers. My dog got the Stacey Ellis's on.
Corporate Kane, man.
Yeah, Roman's first Rumble. That they tried everything they could to get a pop, and that crowd shit all over that.
I remember when The Rock came out there and they tried to. It didn't do him no good.
If The Rock couldn't even save my boy.
The Rock couldn't even save it.
Man, hey, that was tough, bro. That was a tough rumble to sit through.
It really was because
Oh man.
It's one of those like when you're watching it, you know, like I don't know, you just knew that Roman was winning that shit.
Now, the worst. Nah, it's a lot of rumbles that I can consider the worst. With 99 being one of them.
Ooh.
Yeah, 99 just wasn't good.
Vince McMahon winning the fucking
2015
Rumble.
wasn't good. Come on now. 2016 wasn't good. Hey, what year they did 40 men and Alberto Del Rio won? Wasn't that 2011?
That was 2011.
That wasn't good.
That was the drizzling shits
You just smeared shit
all over the
all
business.
over the rumble. Yeah, man. You smeared shit all over the rumble. Now I will say this: 2007 was good with Taker in it with him and Sean, and they
Now
little spots back and forth.
just remember that. I mean, WCW used to do a version of this called World War III, where they did 3 rings and 60 guys. So,
Did
but
Big Show win one of them?
uh, I don't remember if the
Well,
Giant won one of the World War IIIs. I know Kevin Nash did.
Scott Hall won one. I think Scott Hall won the one in '97. If I ain't mistaken.
I don't remember. Either way, I mean,
What was the rules to
the
that match?
concept wasn't the same. You started with 20 guys in each ring, and then it wasn't like the Royal Rumble where you start with 2 guys and then every 2 minutes here comes another one. You literally start with 60 guys at that point.
Clusterfuck.com is what it
hmm.
sounds like.
So what?
I said clusterfuck.com is what it sounds like.
It was a lot of times. Yeah, WCW just
I mean, be like that, bro. All of them can't be. Telling you, dog. Ever since Starcade '97, it just went downhill. What that boy Tony Schiavone called it, a coffin on roller skates.
I think the stupidest thing they did when they brought Vince Russo and acknowledged him, introduced him as a writer, and then started having him win the title and all that other stuff. I said, this got to be the stupidest thing, boy, I've ever.
Oh man,
I mean,
Bischoff couldn't stand him because
Yeah,
like
like
that was
the last WWF pay per
that.
view Vince Russo wrote was Unforgiven '99. No Mercy was the last. Actually, I lied. The last active the last pay per view he was at as an active WWF employee was Unforgiven '99. But the last pay per view he wrote was No Mercy '99. So everything from No Mercy would have been October. Everything from Armageddon '99 on through was post Vince Russo. Now he starts in WCW by October of '99. By September of 2000, Eric Bischoff has officially checked out and been sent home. So what does that tell you?
yeah.
Man,
I mean, come
man, it
on.
just
Like Russo
got
booking himself to win the world title.
title. That's stupid.
David fucking Arquette. I mean, David Arquette as a
That's,
WCW champion.
that was stupid, man. I
I
guess,
need,
I
we
guess,
got,
I guess Vince wanted to put that on his resume.
I mean, do I even need to
He
go any
wanted to
further?
put
I mean,
that was man. But sometimes I wondered that. Sometimes I wondered if Vince was Vince still working with the other Vince, and he just went over there to kind of help
you know
bring that
that
company down.
that's actually been rumored for years that Vince sent Vince over to destroy WCW. That's been like a running rumor for years. And to be
It would
honest,
make more sense.
the way the shit went down, you could honestly draw that conclusion.
It would make
Or,
more sense.
or, or, or it's just a better story to run with instead of just saying that they just was bereft of actual creative ideas and they just didn't know what the fuck they was doing.
That's
And this
true.
is what happens
Man,
when you give Vince Russo when you don't give Vince Russo a filter. This is what you get, and it just shows you the actual genius of Vince McMahon.
Yeah. I mean, Vince Russo wasn't
well, that
there
don't.
when they did the finger poke of doom, was he?
Yes, no. He wasn't there yet. He wasn't there yet. He didn't come until later that year. Matter of fact, one of the first acts of Russo being under WWE, WCW is when they had their reset and all the champions gave up their titles. Now he was there for Bash of the Beach 2000. That's for damn.
Well, we
sure.
know that. We know he was there for that.
Yeah, he was there for that bullshit.
Oh, he was there.
Boy,
I
that's stupid as shit
Yeah,
like,
I've ever.
like
yeah. Hogan said it too. That's why this company is in the damn shape that is in because of
because of
bullshit like
bullshit like
this.
this, yeah. But Hogan was a little bit hypocritical in that because he had a moment where he just fucking laid down for Sting. So,
Oh
Not gonna
yeah,
work for
I
me,
forgot about
brother.
yep. So
that.
that was
That
Halloween
was
Havoc, if I'm
stupid as
not
shit, man.
mistaken. Was it Halloween Havoc?
When he
Oh,
just
that's a
came
D
in the
Black
ring,
question.
because Hogan came to the ring
I
in
don't
plain
remember.
clothes. Hogan came to the ring in plain clothes,
Mhm.
whispered something to Sting, and Sting looked pissed
Yeah,
off right off the bat. Hogan just fucking laid down, and Sting covered him and
lay
left.
down, covered him.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I remember. I remember that, but I don't. I don't remember what pay per view it was.
Now, if you listen to Eric Bischoff, the plan was supposed to be for Hogan to win that match, and then Jeff Jarrett was going to win the title at the was going to end up winning the, like, he was going to get the belt, but then Jeff Jarrett was going to win later that night and become the champion, and then Hogan
Right.
was going to show back up claiming
Mm-hmm.
he's the champion. You know, kind of like what was it, CM Punk and John Cena?
Yeah.
Yeah, where they both were, where John Cena won the match, won the title, but then CM Punk showed up with his, like, wait, who's the
Yeah.
champion? That was, according to
Oh yeah.
Bischoff, that was the plan.
Mm.
Mm.
According to Russo, what he did was the plan. Like, they told him to go out there and cut that promo on Hogan, but we'll never know the actual truth.
When two people are full of shit, who do you believe?
Whew.
Yeah, man.
I'll
That
tell
shit
you
was
one thing.
stupid. I know that.
It was. And I mean, yes, you launched Booker T that night, but it was too little too late. It was too little too late.
No. Well,
Mike,
what
Mike, you
would they
talk about
be?
me chewing this gum. It sounds like you chewing an
Well,
apple or something.
let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this.
Surprise. I'm listening.
Let's hit the time machine for a second. Let's say that Eric Bischoff and Fusion Media were able to complete the sale, and WWE never bought WCW. Do you think Eric Bischoff could have made them competitive again?
Girl,
I don't think so, man. Well,
if we're
well,
going with the operative word
in such
competitive, then no.
Well, okay.
what you are you saying if he basically gets all the control, because it was things that Eric Bishop did, like the whole Vince Russo thing. He didn't agree with that,
Well, here's the thing.
So
Here's the thing. Time Warner, when they stepped, or I'm sorry, AOL, when they merged,
okay.
the first thing AOL said, okay, we're in charge now. We don't want wrestling at all anymore. So the deal was supposed to be Bischoff was supposed to get everything from WCW and get the time slots to run a show, but that's the part of the deal that fell through because AOL stepped in and said, no, we don't want wrestling on our networks anymore. We're in charge now, and we don't want wrestling anymore. So, like Eric Bischoff said in one of his one of these shows, I think it might have been Dark Side of the Ring. He said WCW with TV time was probably worth about $5 million. He said WCW with no TV was only worth about $5. So without TV time, the deal with him and Fusion Media fell through. But he had a group of investors they even made an announcement that he was getting ready to purchase it. And then the deal fell through because AOL stepped in and said, no, we don't want wrestling anymore. So I'm saying if AOL hadn't done that, and Eric Bischoff would have bought WCW with Fusient Media, and he had full control of everything, and he did show that he could run a program. Do you think he could have stayed competitive?
Well, I think it depends on what kind of team he builds around him to help him run the company. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on the people that he choose to get around him to make that product going. I'm not, I'm gonna say it's a possibility. He's a guy that's been in the wrestling business at his highest and at his lowest moments. So
Okay, let me
with
give
that
you one.
experience,
Let me give you one variable. There is no Hogan. Hogan's gone.
okay,
Could he make it work?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It depends on what team that he builds around him. I'm not necessarily saying that it got to be Hogan and none of those guys. It just depends on what particular team he builds around him to make that product work over there. You know, when I say team, I'm talking about just even people that's working on behind the scenes. You know, to help that thing function as well.
Well, it's
So
no secret.
I, I
It's no secret that Hogan and his creative control was a lot of the reason why WCW went
yeah,
belly up, because
mhm,
Hogan was preventing any new stars from being made.
yeah, we know,
No.
So was
we
Nash.
know.
So was Hall. Those guys were all preventing new stars from being made. But if you didn't have
No.
Hogan in the equation, I think Eric Bischoff may have been able to revive WCW.
Hmm.
Now I'll chime in.
Go ahead.
I've just been sitting back over here eating, just listening to y'all little response. Mm-hmm. Now it's my turn. Say hello to the bad guy. If we're using the word competitive, no. If we're using the term, okay, he would have had WCW in business, but they wouldn't have been competitive because you did not do the one thing that would have kept you competitive. You kept Hogan, Hall, Nash, Flair, all these other people at the expense of the one thing that would have made you competitive. You did not make any new stars, and the new stars you did create, the Goldbergs, the DDPs, you neutered them. By 2001, DDP was neutered down. That's part the reason why Bruce Pritchard says if DDP doing DDP got over, then WCW would have still been in business. Now, although that is a very ignorant thing to say, it doesn't make it any less true. Now, at that point in time, especially in 2001, WWE already created too much of a gap for you to be competitive. Look at what TNA had going on. Even with the X division and the knockouts and all of that, even they wasn't competitive. And TNA, at least in retrospect, has always been in a better position than okay, not always, has been in a better position than WCW.
Well, if it's
Majority of the time,
basically
at least.
if if Eric Bishop was to take over, it's right at that point in time. Just say basically it's a brand new company. He's gonna have to start from scratch anyway. So you're not gonna start from scratch being competitive with that big machine with the WWE. Because now he's got to fix, he got to rebuild, and then they'll fix what was broken. And like you saying, some of these points that you're making right now is some of these things that hurt the company. The overdoing Goldberg was one thing. Uh, this Hulk Hogan creative control, because I'm still on this bringing in the Warrior and shit like that. That sound cool. Just to get over him, just the ideas, the egotistical ideas that came with getting with Hogan in his creative control. So now you had to come behind that and take that out of the equation. Because the question is this: since so Hogan, who was it? Was it Sting, Hogan, uh, who all went? So you had Booker T. Some of the other guys went over there to WWE, but the Hogans, the Stings, a lot of those guys took their checks and just went home. I heard
Okay,
Sting talk
so
about it. Sting said,
Vince McMahon
no,
was
"Go ahead."
only offering about 25% of what their contract was.
Mm.
So the guys
You said
like
Vince did what now? Repeat what you just said, John.
I think what I heard was that Vince only offered them about 25% of what their actual contract was.
50%.
Was it 50? Okay. I okay, it was 50%. Either way, you got to think about it. If you're Kevin Nash, Hogan, Scott Hall, Sting, these
Mm.
guys have huge contracts. Like I think at one point I sent Mike a spreadsheet of what WCW contracts were at that time, and I think Hogan was making something like shit. I can't remember. So it's one of those like, okay, these guys clearly showed that the money is what mattered to them because if the business mattered to them, they would have took the 50 and came and worked. But you
Mm.
know, a lot of them did stay home. And that's also
Mm.
another reason why the invasion angle sucked because you didn't have any of your major players involved in that.
Man.
Bro,
But
I ain't gonna lie to you. I love football. I do. But if I had the opportunity to sit at home and collect 100% of my paycheck, I'm talking about the money that I work for.
I get what you're saying. I get exactly what you're saying. I get you.
Hmm.
I would.
Hmm.
I mean, in that particular situation, yeah, I'd probably want to collect 100% of my paycheck. But you found out the guys. You pretty much figured out who cared about the business and who cared about the money. And don't get me wrong. I mean, shit. Just about any of us, given the opportunity, would stay home for the full amount of your contract, over 50% of it.
Hey, well, they wasn't at home long.
It took about
I
a
mean, and that's the
year.
that's the thing.
It took about
If they would have waited on the invasion, you would have
for
had all the players.
yeah, you would have had everybody by what was was it December when
You did you kicked off the invasion in late March of '01.
right?
If you would have waited one more year, you would
Yeah,
have had Hogan, Hall,
yeah.
Nash. Well, you wouldn't have had Rey Mysterio yet, but you would have had DDP, Booker T. But if actually the money was waiting 2 years. If you wait 2 years, you would have had Goldberg, Bischoff, Flair, Nash, Hogan, Hall, uh, well, X Pac, Rey Mysterio.
You
You got
could
me.
have
You already had
had
Eddie Guerrero.
you could have had
You had
Bischoff
Big
everybody.
Papa
bring
Pump.
these guys in. You could have had Bischoff bring these guys in and
But
just
the one guy you wouldn't have had, and I believe he would have held true, was Sting.
Yeah.
That's why I don't feel sorry for Sting for what happened to him and the way he was booked in the WWE. Because the same thing happened to you is the exact same reason why you didn't sign in '02. Because allegedly, Kurt Angle's rumored opponent was supposed to be Sting, but the WWF and Sting couldn't come to terms. That's why they put him in the program with Kane. That program with Kurt and Kane seemed rushed as fuck. It
It
seemed like
did.
it came out of nowhere.
It
That's
did.
why, because the original program was supposed to have been Sting and Kurt Angle, which would have been fucking fire.
It probably would have been.
Kurt Angle and Sting in 2002.
I mean, we
What?
got Kurt
Damn,
Angle. We got Kurt Angle and Sting in TNA.
we did.
But what
How
I'm
you let
saying,
Well,
TNA do right? What you saying is what, bro?
the only, I guess, yeah, the only
well,
person you wouldn't have got was Sting because he was like dead set on his loyalty to WCW, but WCW was dead at that point. Like they were dead.
from
I mean, I
from what I
wouldn't say
from
it
what
was
I
his loyalty per se. It was just his fear of how he would have been booked and portrayed,
yeah,
and his
yeah
his
I
worst fear
heard
actually
Sting.
came true.
Yeah, I heard Sting say that. He said that one of the reasons why he didn't sign. He said Vince was cold, everything was cool, but he said that he felt like they would have tainted his legacy. You know, he would have went over there and he wouldn't have been who he had been all these years. Felt like they would have just,
He would have lost the
I don't know
Triple
if they
H.
was, well,
Well, man, I don't mean
that
to
was
laugh,
gonna happen.
but that's exactly
That
what happened.
was gonna happen. That would have happened then if he would have came to me.
You know, bro, like, and that's what I was saying earlier. Not to shit on Sting, but boss, you can't be willfully ignorant, brother. You, you can't say you didn't have not a slight reservation that this might happen to you, and it happened to you.
That's why.
You immediately
That,
lost the Triple H.
hey, that's why I said when he finally signed, and I just saw how the outcome went. I said, man, they must have paid him a shitload of money to accept this. I said he had to get
Hey,
paid a
dog.
shitload of money.
Hey, dog. And what's cold
That's,
is Sting debuting at Survivor Series 2014 is a moment in time. Like that is like
yeah.
you cannot
Oh,
undervalue what moment that is to see Steve Borden on WWE television.
Yes.
Like, and
oh
for
man.
that, for to go from that, even though it was at the finish of a match, it don't matter. Like from to go from that to losing to Triple H.
At WrestleMania.
Now look,
Hey man.
hey, if this
Hey
was
man.
2000, 2001, 2002, hell, I'll even
Hold
say
on.
2003 Triple H. I wouldn't
I'm
be
right back.
tripping. But Triple H in 2014,
Hey
I'm
man.
gonna just sip my
That's my
drink.
boy. Get out of
Like he
Come on.
Triple H didn't need that win in 2014. He did not need that win.
My dog got
Like,
hood
come on,
that
man. You could have gave
cuz
Sting at least one WrestleMania win. Shit.
that ain't gonna work for me, brother.
Apparently not.
Hunter must pose, pal.
Uh, and the way they had
Yeah.
the way they had that match finished, just with the NWO and DX, and it was a
Oh no. It's the attitude era. Yeah.
speaking
Let's play off
of
that.
speaking of WWE 2K26 is going to have four different versions. You have the standard edition that's going to have CM Punk on the cover. You're gonna have the King of Kings version, which is gonna have Triple H on the cover.
Will not get my money.
You will have the Attitude Era version that has whatever, and then you have the Monday Night Wars edition.
Oh,
But that last one, $130. Cause the Roman Reigns
Uh,
edition was 130 when it came out.
the Bloodline edition last year was 100.
$30. I remember looking at that price.
Thought it was
130.
100. Thought it was 100.
That shit was $130 before taxes. Cause I remember saying, who the hell pays $130 for one video game?
I
May
did.
the Lord bless. My brother, you must got some money then.
I mean, you know,
I,
well,
dog, I love football more than anything. I swear to God, I ain't paying 130 for Madden. I will wait until Black Friday when it get cut in half. Like when 2K come out with the whatever edition, whatever cover boy they gonna put on there, that Hall of Fame one that's $100. Never. I'm gonna wait till Black Friday and get that bitch for $40. Get the same bells and whistles, man. Hey, I come to find out them people really be banking on people spending their money to say that I'm one of the first to have it. Nah, nah, nah.
I
Cause I ain't
honestly,
gonna lie, I would feel plenty paid if I paid almost double and somebody got the exact same thing I got for more than half off. That's crazy.
and eventually they'll put it at they'll put it at a discounted rate. But
Oh, I'm telling you when they gonna do it. I do it every year. Black Friday.
eh,
Shit, hey, hey, brother, hey, I ain't hating. Hey, I wish I could get like
I mean,
it.
I mean,
not
the
that
game
money, bro.
usually, the game usually comes out at tax time, so
I am spending stupid money on football cleats. So I guess I could, huh?
I mean, I'm more than likely if I can do it, I'm probably gonna do the Monday Night War edition.
Come on, man. Come on, man. You got to give us a game review on the channel.
I can do that.
Let's start streaming, going live. We gonna get on that Twitch with Tiger Mike 84. Matter of fact, if you on Twitch, make sure y'all go holler at our boy Tiger Mike 84 over there on the Twitch channel, man.
Well,
Yeah.
it, I'm gonna be moving my own a new spot here pretty soon, so there's always the possibility of shit like that to happen. I don't know,
Very nice.
you know.
So yeah, D Black, I'm gonna hold off
Uh,
my question of the week until
Yeah, I
next
would hold
week
off.
when we got the full
Yeah,
man panel. But I'm
yeah,
gonna give
because
y'all a week to think about it. I'm gonna give you a week to think about it. I'm saying right here in the chat. I'm saying right here, right now. So everybody can have a week to think about their answer. Who is the greatest WWE signing of all time? Who is I'm saying it backwards. Who is the greatest signing to professional wrestling of all time? So by proxy, this person would be the greatest WWE signing of all time. You could literally not tell professional wrestling without this one person. Almost every famous person you could think of that came through professional wrestling traces back to this one person.
okay.
I want you to think about that. You got a week to come up with that answer because I sure got mine. And it ain't the obvious answer. So just a
I
little
mean,
food for
there's
thought,
there's
man.
a there's a couple of signings that have happened over time that you know.
But none of them has paid dividends like this one. And that's even with Hulk Hogan.
Well, Hulk Hogan was
Because
signed for.
even Hulkamania had an expiration date. and that was 1992. Ask Jake Snake.
Yeah.
So,
I
and if
think
Hulk
people
Hogan
just
could
burnt
only
out on
trace, well, maybe so, maybe so. If Hulk Hogan can only trace the 8 years, and if you want to count the NWO, that is fine too. But that's only 3 years. So from '96, we can all agree that by the beginning of '99, the NWO was a dead thing because the finger poke of doom happened at the beginning of '99. So that's about 2.5 years. So put them both together,
man. Yeah,
that's a decade,
this,
which is fine.
this finger poker
But
thumb shit, man.
this person transcended wrestling for more than 25 years, really more than 30 years. I'll even give you a hint. This person is a WWE Hall of Famer. Very nice. Do with that as you will. That's all I got for you. That's all I got for you. That's all I got for you.
I mean,
Oh, I already man,
if you
they're
just
talking about.
told me this person was 30 years, I mean, there's really only one person
Yeah,
for this.
Dusty Rhodes.
That's not Dusty Rhodes,
Hey
but
man, hey, even if you guess it right, I'm not gonna tell you right until next week because it's not the who. Well, it is the who, but it's the why also.
Is
Oh, no, no, no,
look,
no.
man.
You just I like it because it
I
gets the
don't
mind
know.
turning, it gets you thinking, it gets you be like,
well,
oh, it
no,
could be
I
this
mean,
person,
you gave
that
me
person.
you gave me every hint I needed. I mean,
We gonna go get funky like a
I
monkey,
got a
baby.
$1,000 say you don't get it right.
30
I bet
years,
my vacation money say you don't get it right.
30 years.
Well, you get traced back to at least 30. If I'm 33, you get traced back to at least 30 years. I'm not saying it's just 30 years, but you get traced back to at least 30 years.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hogan was
Hmm.
around, Piper was around, Flair was around, Dusty was still around. Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, so it's a lot of names to pick from. It's a lot.
I, I,
Uh,
I, I, I'm gonna talk about it next week with you because I have somebody. I have somebody.
Ooh-wee.
So
Cause see,
Yes,
look
Lord.
what he, look what he's saying. He's saying it's not an obvious one, right? So
Not an
yeah, I got,
obvious answer.
yeah,
Because you
it's
know,
not
if I
obvious.
do these type of things, I'm not gonna give the obvious answer because the obvious answer makes the question boring. So you can take Hulk Hogan off your answer. If that's your answer, I can tell you right now you did wrong.
no, it's not Hogan.
So, well, I'm not saying that you're not the only one that watches the show, brother. I said anybody that think it's Hulk Hogan, you're dead wrong. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Hey, cause I can't wait. Ooh, I can't wait. Tuesday is gonna roll back around, man. This this is what
Mm,
you call compelling television, baby, from the American Dream Death Row. Eric Flair, the Four Horsemen. Yes, sir. But anyway, as far as this week goes, let's go ahead on and bust it down like this.
mm, okay.
I'm taking D Black's question from earlier. Yeah, I'm gonna be cheap. In light of my question to Byron Anderson last week, what is Triple H if you never align him with Shawn Michaels?
I watched the I
Terrible.
not watched. I listened to
Terrible.
the new episode that Bruce did about DX, and this exact question was posed by Conrad. Um, Without Shawn Michaels' influence, I don't think we ever get the game. I don't think we ever get the King of Kings. Hell, shit, I don't believe Triple H
I, I,
gets into the position he's in now.
I, I'm dying to know what correlation do you put Shawn Michaels to the game?
Mm-hmm.
The game was born out of frustration for being held down because of the curtain call. Shawn Michaels couldn't be punished because he was the champion. Razor and Diesel couldn't be punished because they were gone. So
I'm gonna.
that promo that Triple H cut on JR, where he was talking about it, said everything goes back to Madison Square Garden. Everything goes back to me wanting to say goodbye to two of my friends, and I got punished for it. And then he ended that by saying, I am the fucking game. And that's where the game
Mm.
was born. So I mean, it's something that we did with Sean.
So held down to the point where he even won the King of the Ring in '97.
I mean, wasn't he? That's the
That
one
ain't
where he.
somebody that's get. I mean, yeah, he was a year delayed for sure,
That was the one
but
where
I
he.
mean,
That's the one where he won, but then he used the crown to beat down mankind, wasn't it?
yeah, for sure. He won the King of the Ring in '97. He
Right.
won an Intercontinental Championship in one of the greatest ladder matches of his WWE history in
Oh god
'98.
damn, yes. That SummerSlam '98 match with The Rock, that was fucking awesome. But
So,
all of that was after Sean took him under his wing.
Yeah.
now,
Yeah. That's a
I'm merely
triple.
separating kayfabe and real life reality, and out of his promo, and I'm saying if we were to take his words literally, like, so wait, all of a sudden Triple H goes from if Brett don't want to do business, we do business for him, sitting in production meetings, etc., to where you couldn't politic anything from 1997 up until 1999. I mean, I'm sure
Mm-hmm.
if he didn't want to, DX could have died the day that Austin beat Michaels at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
So that I'm saying that's Triple H by choice choosing to
They were
revive DX the following night.
they were
Cause it
they were capitalizing on the popularity that they had from Mike Tyson being involved. They were capitalizing on that.
so
So when Sean, they already knew Sean was leaving. So they already knew that. They knew after Mania Sean was leaving. So they told Triple H, this is according to
They had some
Bruce,
back problems.
according to Bruce himself. They told Triple H, you can either run with it or we're gonna kill it.
and what he chose to
Mm-hmm.
do.
Triple H chose to run with it. He added the
So
Outlaws.
yeah, so isn't that what I just said? He had a choice. He chose to continue to run with DX because the popularity of it was beneficial. So how did you have that choice to now all of a sudden you held down? Is it because you was no longer the focal point of the company, or you was no longer with the focal point of the company? No, I'm only saying that because if we're using his promo to associate and correlate Shawn Michaels with this, then these questions are very much
Mm-hmm.
relative. because you had the opportunity. You just confirmed that he had the choice. So how was you held down? Now again, I'm only using this promo in literal terms since that's what I'm working with.
It was okay.
Where was you held down at, brother?
Triple H. Okay, Triple H from pretty much the moment of the curtain call was literally held down for God.
What
At
squash
least,
matches?
I mean,
With
goddamn,
the
he
Oh,
got
hunt
he
beat
was
with
by
losing
the
to everybody.
Warrior. He got beat. He got beat by the Warrior at WrestleMania.
Oh, and
I mean,
I'm not denying that. I'm saying that at the point now, if you cut this exact same promo in 1997 or 1996, you are dead on the money. Most certainly,
he
100%. I'm saying
he
you
cuts
waited
the
until
he cuts the "I Am the Game" promo in '99.
I know they, but you see the gap. But that's basically the point I'm trying to establish.
yeah,
You see the
yeah,
significant gap,
yeah.
and look at what happened in that time frame. You won the King of the Ring. Fact, you won the Intercontinental Championship in one of the greatest matches in SummerSlam history. Matter of fact, that SummerSlam is remembered for that ladder match.
Oh yeah,
So where are you being held down at is my question.
he was
And
held.
you had the opportunity to kill DX and go do your own thing. But you didn't want to do that because of what you just said, because of you were capitalizing on the popularity of having Mike Tyson there. So you basically saying as long as it was beneficial to you, you was not held down. But the moment we shifted focus and we put the focus on Stone Cold Steve Austin, we put the focus on The Rock. Now all of a sudden you held down. Come on, brother. We gotta be consistent. Now, if you never get any of these opportunities, meaning you never win the King of the Ring, you never headline, not headline, but you never have a premier match at SummerSlam, then yes, I could buy you being held down. If you cut this promo in 1997 instead of 1999, I could buy you being held down. You have the choice to do a singles or continue DX. You chose DX because of the popularity and the cachet in which it was already built. There can't be cachet if you held down. Now I get the promo. I get that. Like I
He
get it. It's
was
storyline. It's
he
kayfabe.
he was held
But
down from '96 to '97.
you waited 2 years to cut
Like
this
he was
promo.
supposed to, right? Because he was doing the DX thing, but when he broke away from DX, that was when he they like okay.
Um,
Talking shit. Talking shit, bro. Take it off.
According to Bruce, the DX thing had run its course. Okay, in
Mm-hmm.
late '98,
Mm-hmm.
Triple H wanted more. He wanted to be, he wanted to be a singles wrestler, and he had transitioned from Hunter Hearst Helmsley to Triple H. So that's why they killed the DX storyline by having him turn on DX and join the. Well, did he join the corporation? He joined the corporation, didn't he?
At WrestleMania
corporate
99 and
minister.
WrestleMania 15
Right.
when
And
he pedigreed X Pac.
right. And then over
Split
the
second
next
though.
Fully
That
loaded.
was
let's
Fully
see,
loaded wasn't until June of '99.
right.
Yeah, June of '99.
yeah.
Yeah, it was June of
Okay.
'99.
And then in
Or July. It might have been July of '99. Well, so basically the summer of '99. But go ahead.
okay, they had the triple threat match at SummerSlam with Triple H, Austin, and Mankind. That
Yep,
Mankind,
and you won the WWE Championship the very next night.
I was there
Very nice.
in Ames, Iowa. I was there.
Very nice.
I
Very
saw Triple
nice.
H win his first ever WWF Championship. Yes. Um,
Very nice.
so that was the culmination of Triple H morphing into the game character, as opposed to
Ah,
Triple H, as opposed to Triple H, the DX character.
And I'm not denying
Oh,
that. All I'm saying is there
I,
was
I
a
I get what you're
significant
saying. Why
time
cut that
gap.
promo? Why cut that promo in '99? I get that.
So how do we correlate Shawn Michaels to that? Because Shawn Michaels had been off of WWF television at this point, minus a couple appearances here and there, for the better part. Oh, okay. He was off WWF television full time for the better part of a year and a half at this point.
yeah.
Okay, I lied. Besides him being a
Um,
commissioner, because that was a small point
yeah.
where he was the commissioner,
Right. I remember that. Sean, you dropped the
but
ball
he was
again.
against DX.
Yeah, he was against DX.
But they still
And then
put him in the mix with Shawn
yeah,
Michaels though.
but it was in what was it in late '96 is when Sean and Triple H kind of got together and started DX. I think it actually started in
97, October of
no,
97.
it started in October of '97, and they were officially known as Degeneration X in November of '97.
Yep, when Bret Hart called them both a couple of
Right.
degenerates.
Yeah. We got that. Um, I mean, I think Sean being his mentor and taking him under his wing kind of launched him into, you know,
um,
Not denying that.
relevance. He launched him into
Not denying
relevance
that.
because before
well,
that he
well,
was.
well, well,
Go ahead.
What you
I,
got, Black?
this is me with Triple H though. So let's go back to this DX thing. Okay, he did try to do his, him in China. It's my time now. That stuff
That
right
was
there.
99.
But yeah, but I still say, looking at his career, he still needed a DX. I remember when they brought in the Outlaws, which I think that was probably one of the best things that happened for DX2 when they brought them over there, because they brought that entertainment and they brought that. I think with Triple H, uh, him being a guy that's been in a few factions, I think DX still kept even Triple H, the game, the cerebral assassin, the best in the business. That guy right there, I still think that helped kept him relevant even for his singles matches by having them guys. You know how they used to wrestle. He'll wrestle, get his ass whooped, and they'll come out to the ring or whatever. I still think he still to. I still even when Sean wasn't there, I still think he still had to lean on to that DX factor, the DX faction, to keep him. Because you remember all those matches that he had, even with the ladder match, all that stuff that y'all talking about, it's still DX affiliated. So at the end of the day, my question is, with him as a singles competitor, how could he have survived being a singles competitor? Without Shawn Michaels, without DX, would he have been successful without all that
Nah,
going on?
now, Black, we talked about this earlier, and my answer
Uh,
was short, sweet, and to the point. I said
yeah.
that we talked about this earlier. My answer was short, sweet, and to the point. It remains the same. And in fact, now that I didn't have this drawn out conversation, I double down on my position. If he never is linked to Shawn Michaels, this man would have been a mid Carter at best, and the man would have been released from the company by 1998.
Isn't that what I
Because
said?
when he first came, well, because look,
I said
you didn't say that directly,
I said it. I
but
said without Shawn Michaels, we don't get the game. We don't get the King of Kings. We don't get we don't get none of that without Shawn Michaels. Hell, we don't get Triple H in the position he's in
I do.
now without
the
Shawn Michaels.
the biggest point of contention with me for the last 30 minutes was the fact that him being held down.
He
That was
was
just
held
my point
down.
of
He
contention.
was held down between 96 and 97. He was supposed to win the King of the Ring in 96.
Say, brother, in
But
my personal opinion,
I think
a
it's the
man
best
that get
thing.
to sit in a man that get to sit in producing meetings, a man that got to literally indirectly refer to the Montreal screw job, that ain't no held down person. That ain't no person that's held down. Uh, a
Maybe not
man
backstage.
that,
Maybe not backstage. He wasn't held down, but in the ring, he
but that's
definitely
what, but
was
that's
held
what, but
down.
that's what, but that's what a creative is made backstage.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying this man lost a fucking WrestleMania match to the goddamn Ultimate Warrior, where Warrior no sold his finisher.
And who's talking about that today?
I mean, nobody's talking about it now because Triple H is
Nobody
the
talks about it.
fucking Triple H is the damn CEO or whatever the fuck he is of WWE.
Even
So
in 2001, we wasn't talking about this.
No, but
Now, not for reasons of Triple H, but I'm just saying, like, you were still the moment you cut this promo in the summer of '99. Sure, you wasn't the WWF champion, but who the fuck said you was WWF championship material? Like, you was in a premier spot with the
that,
company up until the
that's
focus shifted and went to Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. And it wasn't until then you said that you was
that part.
held down. And I argue bullshit because there's no way a held down person. Dolph Ziggler was held down. And I'm talking about a former world heavyweight champion. CM Punk was held down. And I'm talking about a former WWE and World Heavyweight Champion. See, you can make the argument that Shelton Benjamin was held down. You can make the argument for these three people for being held down. But I'm saying at the point in which you made this interview went live. You were in premier positions throughout the course of this company. Now that the focus is shifted and you are no longer, I don't want to say the guy because you was never the guy. You was just the guy that worked with the guy. Let Brett tell it. That's some funny shit. But but nevertheless, you was in a you was in a less
Jer-
than premier position. Now after that, of course, I mean, yeah, he morphed into the game, the King of Kings, the cerebral assassin, the this, the that, the
so are you
politician of all
saying? Hold
politicians,
on.
Papa
So
H.
let me make sure. Let me make sure I'm joining you on the same wavelength. We got to wrap this up soon, though.
Yeah, fact, we almost at 3 hours.
Yeah. Okay, my wife just said we got a little bit more time, but uh, so what you're saying is Triple H didn't cut that promo about being held down until it was Stone
The
Cold and
focus
The
has shifted.
Rock that was the focus was being shifted onto.
Yes. Because at that time in 1999, it was no doubt that it was all about Stone Cold Steve Austin. And then second to that was The Rock. Because matter of fact, The Rock won the WWF Championship for the first time in 1998.
1998
Survivor Series
Survivor Series.
1998.
Turned heel, became the corporate champion, and then Austin took it
Very
from him at
nice.
WrestleMania 15.
And by this time, Austin was already a two-time, three-time champion. By this time, matter of fact, three-time champion. As a matter
Yes.
of fact, because he lost to Kane for one night. So I'm just saying
but
that promo is literally cut in a matter of conveniency. So if we're going with that verbiage, held down, I don't know about that. I might have to contest that. Now, direct correlation with Shawn Michaels, okay, I'm with
I
that.
personally don't think that without Shawn Michaels, if Shawn doesn't take him under his wing like he did, and to be honest, uh, Shawn took a chance by doing that because Shawn was the guy at the time, and you're talking about elevating somebody else. What if you had elevated him past you?
Oh, you know he ain't letting that happen.
Well, I know that, but what I'm saying is Shawn had to be pretty comfortable with his spot to want to do something like that. But
Well, that
to elevate somebody from where they were, I mean, come on, Triple H's gimmick before, I mean, come on, man.
All he
And yes,
was
well,
was.
even uh,
and no,
Go ahead, Black. No,
you're
go ahead,
right.
Black. Go
You're
ahead.
right. No, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Black.
no, well, even with the first run of the DX with Shawn Michaels in China,
And Rick
it's
Rude.
still Rick Rude. I forgot about him, but it still was like Shawn Michaels was the front, and
Yes.
Triple H was the bad guy.
Yes.
He was still like that guy was just second fiddle. Now, when they
Yep.
reformed the group, when those two got back together, it was like it wasn't no leader. It was like because Triple H had become his own man. As a matter of fact, he was more verbal than he ever was like he was in the beginning. But that first DX, it was like he was always playing second fiddle.
Always.
He was just that.
Oh, that
He
was
was
by
just the
design.
backup dude. Yeah, yeah.
Like, okay, the best thing that could have happened to Triple H. Oh God, I hate to say this, but the best thing that could have happened to Triple H was Shawn Michaels getting hurt, and
Mm,
because that gave Triple H the chance to run things without
mm,
Shawn. And I hate to say that because
mm.
I really hate to say that because that injury was gruesome. Like that was a horrible injury. But I'm saying the best thing to happen to Triple H was for Shawn to get hurt in that casket match because now he stepped out of Shawn's shadow and
Yeah.
ran the group on his own. And some would argue that Triple H's version was better than Shawn, Triple H, China, and Rick Rude.
All right. Well, to add New Age outlaws to the group, that was just. Hey, I mean, and you
You
talking about
made
two guys that
you
and
made
X
two
Pac
new
too. I forgot
stars.
about it.
You made two new
I,
stars. I mean, they were already
I,
they were already kind of getting over on their own as the Outlaws, but when they got put in DX,
Yeah.
it catapulted them.
I do know, like them getting together and being in DX was a matter of like 2 weeks.
Yes,
It wasn't like a
Yeah.
significant time has went by to where they could really establish
Yeah.
themselves as their own entity. And I make the argument that being in DX saved them more than it saved DX.
absolutely, absolutely.
Be- Because Billy Gunn would have been out of here.
It was it was the dumpster.
Rockabilly would have been
It
finished.
was it was the dumpster match that kind of that was when uh
Terry
they
Funk and
said
Mick Foley.
they said that it was okay. It was the spot where they pushed Foley and Funk off of the stage in the dumpster that Shawn had told Triple H, I think these guys are going to be, whatever. And according to Bruce Pritchard, it was Shawn Michaels that went to Vince and had him put the Outlaws in DX. Now, whether that's true or not, I mean, this is coming from Bruce, and
Hey.
we've said on several occasions, Bruce is one of the closest people to Vince McMahon that we'll ever get.
Yeah.
So, but you're correct. The Outlaws joining DX saved their career.
I
because
I
still say
don't.
they still uplifted the group though. Cause
I mean
I'm
Billy
gonna tell
Gunn.
you why I know because that group, man. Some people looked at the Outlaws as their favorite part of the DX group. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, some of their comedy skits were awesome. Like the shit that was going on during the DX invasion, where Billy Gunn kept talking about, "Hey man, there's a Sam's Club over there. You know, we can go get a big bag of chips and shit like that." I mean, shit like that was just funny. But you know, I honestly think that
Well,
Billy Gunn and Road Dogg, I believe their careers were catapulted by being in DX because I agree with
man,
Mike. Billy Gunn would have been out of there.
Rockabilly.
Rockabilly would have been out of
him
there.
and his ass, him and
Uh-huh.
his ass.
But like Road Dogg probably had good promos this whole time, but we didn't know it until he got to DX.
What was that,
He wouldn't have
Road
got the
Dog? What was
proper.
that?
He wouldn't have got the roadie with Jeff
Yeah,
Jarrett.
he was the
Yeah,
original Double
yeah,
J.
Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking about. With Jeff
Yeah.
Jarrett.
But like he probably had good promos all this time, but we never actually saw it until he got to DX.
It gave him time. That
That's
gave him a chance to get the mic.
yes, that gave him a chance to talk a lot, and it catapulted these guys from where they were to up here. So the reincarnation of DX, the genesis of DX, if you will, actually made two new stars. Pretty much
We
Billy
getting
Gunn.
Mm-hmm.
rowdy.
What?
We getting
Mm-hmm.
rowdy.
Well, yeah, that too.
Come
But
on, come on, come on. My man, dog.
okay,
Every
now,
time I hear Road Dogg, I have to think about getting rowdy. My man.
yes, him and Truth
Hey,
had a
quick.
Okay,
good
quick.
run. K Quick, yeah, yeah. But what I'm saying is DX elevated the Outlaws from here to here, and they're
No
probably
argument.
that it made two new stars is what it did, and
Hey,
No,
it worked.
it worked. They were never really good single stars. They were always good as a tag team. But I mean,
oh, you didn't know.
Billy Gunn as a single star died the night that The Rock said it doesn't matter what your name is.
Billy.
So Bobby, my name's Billy.
See,
It doesn't matter what your
see,
name is. That was
and what I hate about that, what
that
I
was it.
really hate about that, that was creative malpractice. Like, there is no reason why you should have booked The Rock and Billy Gunn together.
No,
Because nothing, even the King of the Ring, because Billy Gunn is arguably the worst King of the Ring winner of all time. Like,
you'll get no argument from
people
me.
forget,
what,
people forget that he actually
what,
won the King of the Ring. Like, for real.
Yeah, I didn't
what,
forget, but
hey,
it's definitely
He's the
what was that
1999
group?
King of the Ring winner.
What was
What'd you say,
that
Black?
group? Him and Chuck Colombo. What was that group with him and Chuck
oh god,
Colombo? Uh,
Billy and Chuck.
uh,
And they had
you look so good to
You
me.
yeah,
so
yep.
good to me.
And they had Rico. They had Rico, and then they did that segment on SmackDown where they were gonna get married to each other. Yeah,
Dog, I remember watching that episode of SmackDown. And like, bro, that was around the time when SmackDown was the only piece of wrestling I could watch. And to see that, even me as a kid, now granted, I didn't know the in-depthness and the significantness of being gay or whatever. But even I'm as a kid, like, bro, this seemed a little weird. Like, this a little off.
Billy's up here talking about, hey, hold on now. We ain't gay. And then that was the introduction.
You know they got in trouble with that.
Oh, I know. But that was
Oh, really?
that wasn't the introduction of 3-minute warning, but that was
To get them some heat.
Yeah, it got some fucking heat, I'll tell you that. But like okay, anyway, going back to the original question, without Shawn Michaels, Triple H does not make it to where he is now.
So why was everybody so up in arms about me saying this exact same thing about Arn Anderson? I literally was saying the same thing about Arn yesterday.
Wait a minute.
The other day we was on the air.
I was one of the ones that said that I don't think Arn Anderson makes it where he does without Ric Flair. It was Bearded that went crazy. It was Bearded that went crazy about that. I agreed with you.
You feel me? You feel me?
I agreed with you.
But see, we have seen Triple H without Shawn Michaels and what he brings to the table versus to after Shawn Michaels. Now, it's like with Arn Anderson, he spent a majority of his career as a horseman, you know. So it was a little different. After the Minnesota Wrecking Crew, shortly after, he's a horseman. But Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, terrorizing, whatever you want to call him, we kind of watched him before he got to that point. Yeah.
All Hunter Hearst Helmsley was, all it was John Paul Levesque, just with a different name.
Yes.
It was the exact same character he had at ECW and WCW.
All right, now y'all still got to give William Regal his props. Now he said when I met him, he didn't even have any footwork. I had to teach him footwork.
I love when he said his name Triple H.
Triple H.
It ain't Triple H. It's Triple H.
Triple H.
Just like Umaga is Umanga. Who is Umanga?
Yeah. So just to so we're in agreement that without Shawn Michaels, Triple H does not make it to where he is.
Doesn't get he wouldn't even get the TV time.
No. So
there's no way you get to sit backstage in this production meeting with one Vince McMahon without Shawn Michaels sitting right there.
But he was.
Honestly, it wasn't. It wasn't Triple H meeting Shawn Michaels.
No, it was.
It was actually Triple H running into Kevin Nash, and Kevin Nash looking at Triple H saying, "Designated driver."
Designated driver. I heard him say that because he didn't.
Lord knows
he didn't drink.
Yeah.
Triple H was part of the clique, just like everybody knows. So
you know what? And technically, that Triple H character with Shawn Michaels was everything that he wasn't in real life. He wasn't wild. He didn't drink. He didn't do all those things. And he built the character to who he wasn't as far as discipline wise. Because the way I heard guys, man, they say the man didn't drink, he didn't smoke, he didn't do none of those things, and he was a gym freak.
The story, okay.
Yeah.
The story of DX does not work out if Shawn and Triple H are not good friends. Because if they're not good friends, this shit don't work.
Talking shit.
They became good friends, and that's when Shawn requested to work with Triple H, and it was because
I'm about to win this title. Gonna work with my buddies.
It was because of their friendship that actually made it work. They didn't need Rude. They really didn't need China, but China offered a whole nother dimension to the group. Rude didn't add anything.
Yeah, China stood out.
Rude wasn't there long enough to add anything.
But he even if he stayed, he still didn't
Rude
really
would
add anything to the group. All he was somebody that walked around carrying a fucking briefcase.
at the end of the day though, that's still Rick Rude.
It
And
is.
had Rick
It is.
Rude
And
stayed around,
I mean,
had Rick stayed around, because he was only there a month. Like
I know.
Yeah.
DX's inception was in October. By November, especially what was the Survivor Series? The middle of November.
Yes.
By
And then
the
he
end
showed
of
up.
November, Rick Rude was on WCW television.
Oh, I know. But he still
Mm.
wasn't
I mean, yeah,
fucking wrestling.
your statement is correct. Your statement is correct.
I
I
think
mean, technically.
okay, DX survives just being Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and China.
Hmm.
I don't think Rick Rude added
Mm.
anything to it, whether he was there for 1 month or whether he was there for 3 months or 6 months or whatever. He doesn't add shit to the group.
He
Just
was
a
in his
name.
suit.
Just a name. That's all that Rick Rude was at that point, was a name. He couldn't wrestle. He couldn't wrestle. You know, he couldn't take any
He smoked
bumps.
weed though.
Huh?
They smoke weed though.
Oh, he smoked weed. Yeah, he smoked some shit.
Same thing I'm about to go do. Yeah.
But I'm just saying. So yes, no, Triple H does not make it anywhere near where he is now without Shawn Michaels. So Triple H owes everything he has now to Shawn Michaels.
And what you said a
I
mouthful when you
mean,
said because they were friends. Because when it comes to Shawn Michaels, he had some influence with Vince McMahon decision.
He
And
did. He did.
if Shawn, yeah, and if Shawn Michaels don't mess with you like that, then it ain't gonna get done. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
now,
that
to be
right there
fair,
was
that's
enough
almost
right
every
there.
top guy that have. And to be fair, that's
Mm,
almost every top guy
mm,
that was under Vince McMahon.
Yes.
yeah,
You pull a
yeah,
favor.
boy, Shawn Michaels. Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, the best thing that could have happened to Triple H, and I honestly hate myself for saying this, was Shawn Michaels getting hurt, because it gave Triple H the opportunity to show what he was made of. And yes, DX was at a high popularity at that time because they just had Mike Tyson in the group and everything. So they were riding high on that wave of popularity. But Triple H took it and ran with it and established himself. And
They,
then,
yeah,
he morphed
and,
into what
and
we saw in 99, 2000, 2001. You know,
and at your point though, I'm not gonna lie. I was one of those was wondering when Shawn Michaels was out, and then I started seeing Triple H try to carry it. I was wondering he was going to be successful with that. I was kind of shaky with it at first because I'm so used to him playing second fiddle,
you
and
want
well, he took that ball and he ran with it, man.
you want to know what the actual key of that was, and it wasn't the Outlaws, it was X-Pac. It was
X
X-Pac.
Pac was over. One, the
X-Pac
one, two,
was.
three kid was over.
Even Eric Bischoff, after he went back to WWF, said, "Man, I underestimated that guy."
Mm.
It was X-Pac. It was not the Outlaws. The Outlaws were they figured their shit out a little bit later, but it was X-Pac that night with that promo that he cut.
Yeah.
That was the stepping stone of everything.
No. Yeah. I remember the night they introduced X Pac, and man,
Hulk
he was
Hogan,
over with the
you
crowd.
suck, pal.
Yep, Hulk Hogan, you suck, pal. Eric Bischoff, Eric Bischoff. Make sure Hogan doesn't stop short because your head will go so far up his ass, you'll know what he had for breakfast. So, I mean that promo that night was the stepping stone to everything else.
Hmm.
And
Man, I'm
Diaz.
telling you, these question of the weeks do
Hmm.
not disappoint.
No, they don't. And you didn't
They
even
do
ask him your
not
question.
disappoint.
And we didn't even
I
discuss the
did
real
not.
question.
I did not. I'm gonna make you wait for that.
I'm,
Why give it away on the episode of SmackDown when WrestleMania is next week? Yeah.
I got you. I
Huh.
got you. But shit, here we go. We're 316. I think that's a good time to cut it.
That is a good time. All right. And y'all know what love to do at this time of the show. We got D Black in the building, so we got to set it off proper. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, STS proudly brings to you its trios tag team champions of the world. He is not the Road Dog Jesse James. I am not the New Age Outlaws.
What?
And that damn sure ain't X Pac.
You
That
just
damn sure.
you just botched the shit out of that.
Okay, act like we can't start over, baby. Oh, this live, pal. Bullshit. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, STS proudly brings you is six-man tag team champions of the world. He is not the road dog Jesse James. I am not the badass Billy Gunn. That damn show ain't X Pac over there. Yeah, that's D Blacker fella. I ain't bullshit.
Hell yeah.
But filling in for my boy Bearded. Yes,
Yep.
sir.
And we are not.
You feel me?
Yes, yeah, I wait on that. You feel me?
And we are not
And if you ain't down with
degeneration.
that, and if you ain't down with that, we got two words for you. Fuck. On to next week, people. Make sure y'all finish watching Unreal because we still got to talk about that. Make sure we tap in and watch the Royal Rumble on Saturday. We got to talk about that. My boy
Absolutely.
Nate then came in the building hella late, but wait to make the great escape. I ain't bullshit, no bullshit. And I did not talk about a lot primero, no bullshit. But we will. Very nice. All right.
Mhm.
With that being said, we are out the door, people. Peace out. Y'all be safe. Y'all be good.